Shalom. Shalom. May the real Hebrew Israelites come to you week in and week out, prophesying the return of the Most High and His heavenly Son. First and foremost, we're going to say all praises, honor, glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash.
Double honors to the apostles out of New York, the great millstone GMS. Honors to all Hakim around the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh while Yahweh shines, truth and sincerity. Right? No further ado, we're going to jump straight into it. I'm giving forward to the brother in 1 second. He has something that's going to lead off with the spirit. Just, you know, right when we're getting ready to start, you know, right here we've got the, you know, the streets and the traffic. And the light was red, and with the turning lane almost open, but a car was blocking this female trying to get to the turning lane. And she blew the horn. He didn't respond. She blew the horn again. He didn't respond. She started laying on the horn. He didn't respond. So by the time the light changed and move up, she goes around, cuts in front of him, stops the car, and just like, you know, in her retaliation and shit, like that's gonna do something. And then the time that we're about to live in, that woman will be pulled out her car and killed. Yeah. All right. We're about to enter. This is a cautionary tale to start off. Get out of your flesh. Get out of your ego. Get out of your goddamn, I need to get my lick back.
That's right.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to get our lick back. Be humble. Then we're about to enter into some crazy times. All right? And that was just indicative how that she do that to the wrong motherfucker. He gonna just start light up the car. It's done. For what? Was it that serious that you couldn't get him to move up 10 inches so you can get to the turning lane so you can make a fucking turn? And if you know time and travel, if we're going from south side to downtown, all right, and say it was 10 miles. If this brother drove at 70 miles an hour and I drove at 60 miles an hour, how fast is he gonna beat me to that spot? How long? Somebody just guess. 10 minutes, 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes, not even.
Excuse me?
Maybe.
It would be within less than 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
It would be less than 1 or 2 minutes, brother.
Not much of a difference.
In order to get 10 minutes time, he would have started right there, and I got to start 10 minutes away. Maybe 8 minutes away going at a slower speed. That's how you can't make up. Jake is so impatient. Jake is just so, everybody's on edge. The situation is ripe for destruction. That's why the hopeful righteous elect, we have to keep our spirits in check. Now you want to be, you know, yourself and vent and, you know, throw your temper tantrum. Scripture says the righteous complain continually, right? So do it to the Lord. Do it to the brothers. Man, I'm sick and tired of this motherfucker. This motherfucker Simon. I'll beat that motherfucker. Fuck them up. I hate that motherfucker. Do it to a brother so he can sigh and cry with you. But leave these motherfuckers alone. All right?
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Sirach chapter 28 and verse 10. It says, as a matter of the fire is, so it burneth, and as a man's strength is, so is his wrath. And according to his riches, his anger riseth, and the stronger they are which contend, the more they will be inflamed. It says, verse 11, in hasty contention kindleth a fire, and a hasty fighting shed of blood. And then just winter time, these people are impatient, man. In 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, is speaking about how the people are going to be heady. I went into that word, it meant rash. Not thinking before they do so, man. And they we just experienced that right here, man. You know?
That's why scripture said make not hasten the time. Make not hasten the time of trouble. All right? So that means when you see, I get angry too. And I'm not going to, I ain't going to act like, you know, brothers who know me, they know me, I kind of lead-footed. Call me lead-footed, right? But, and if somebody do something, I usually get up, I usually try to go fast and get out of the jam. But if I have to, I'll slow down and go, you know?
And on that note, Elder, coming across Halsted, instead of being at the light and ready to make that left as the arrow came, I happened to be back some. So as I was coming forward, hit the brakes just in time, because here come Missy. Ain't seen nothing but a red light, but still coming anyway. It shot through, and my brother was just like, man, if you'd have been up a little more, you'd have been out there, and I'd have been in his lap.
See, that's why
so that's the spirit coming. Yep. Yes.
Right, so I just want to put that little preamble to start it, because the energy that was happening as we was getting ready to start, we was actually coming from one laughing vibration to a stupid dumbass bitch vibration. You know what I'm saying? So just keep your spirits intact because it's going to be crazy out there. But go ahead, brother. I know brother got something.
This Ezekiel 24:6, it says, "Wherefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, woe to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is therein, and whose scum is not gone out of it. Bring it out piece by piece, let no lot fall upon it."
Exactly, all right? And that bloody city is talking about America, okay?
That's right. That's right.
All right, and this place is full of scum, man. It's that pot that's full of scum. And the Lord said, you know, take it basically out bit by bit. And that's what the Lord is doing right now, okay? You know, very soon, in the next, you know, coming weeks, months, hey, we're about to enter into a new phase, man, okay? Hey, you got the, was it the central bank, is it CBDC, all right? That's gonna come into effect in December, all right? That's gonna start eliminating cash. You know, they've already been eliminating cash, but it's gonna speed it up, man. It's gonna speed up the process, okay? And we all know that's gonna push the era of Charagma, the Revelation 13 and 16, okay? All right, and you got starting July 1st. We all know about this, the purge laws, or it's like January. Excuse me, January 1st. All right, 2023. You got the purge laws that are going to come into effect. So that's going to what?
Safety Act.
Yeah, the Safety Act. All right. You know that's the actual and literal laws, the law of it. Okay. But they're calling it the purge laws too, man, because hey, people who are doing violent crimes are going to be let go basically without cash bail. All right, you know, a lot of shit's happening. Hey, you got World War III building up right now, man. That's going to change your life. Gas is going to skyrocket, which that means food is going to skyrocket. The cost of living is going to skyrocket. Okay, hey, the dollar is dwindling. It's fading away. So a lot of shit's happening. So women like that, man, that just bypassed, that were in that impatient spirit, all right, that think they're fucking tough when they're really not.
That's right.
Hey, they're gonna get stomped the fuck out in the streets, man. All right. They're gonna be made an example, and a lot of you women are gonna see that shit, and you're gonna start becoming females again. You're gonna be quiet. You're not gonna be talking shit soon.
This is Ezekiel 12 and verse 26. It says, "Again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off." Verse 28, "Therefore say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh power, there shall none of my words be alone any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith Yahweh power." Man, and then we see how the Heavenly Father is causing all these things to happen, so his prophecies can take place. You know, a Revelation the 13th chapter. You know, all these banks going digital, man. I had to get a new bank card. I had to order a new bank card a few weeks ago. Every time I put it in there to put the chip in there, the shit doesn't work. So they say just tap it, man.
Yeah.
It's getting more accustomed to just tapping stuff, man. You know, the elder was going in on the judgment to these women and so forth. Hey, all this week, it's been nothing but in New York. You had a woman that got found in a suitcase. Supposedly her boyfriend did it. A bro posted a video of a woman saying a dude was just basically harassing her. He told her, he tried to hop down on her, but he told her like, "Look, I'll whoop your ass or something, man." And she was like, "I need to get up out of here before January 1st, man." So what's the Spirit saying to the churches, man? Hey, these things is gonna take place.
The scriptures say evils are gonna grow. All right. It's gonna get real bad out here. And we're seeing it. It's not pleasant out here. It's like a picture like that, right? That was tweaking. She hears all these news reports. Damn near every day, every other day, you hear about people getting shot, run over, all right, getting killed over road rage. You know, people aren't they're not playing anymore. People are really executing judgment. No one's waiting for fucking cops anymore. There are no cops. What the fuck?
I just saw a video of a cop shooting here that happened the other day or whatever it happened, it was recent. And the dude was walking in the alley with a gun, he had put it in his, his coat. I don't know how the popo initially saw it, but they walking, chasing him in the alley, but they ain't running chasing him because they didn't want him to turn around and bust. But he already called for help, so they just walking behind it. Hey, buddy, hey, stop, hey, put it down, yo, hey, you can't like leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? And they keep on chasing for, they follow him for about a block or two in the alley, and so. The other popos drove up on their ass. As soon as they drove up, they came out, coming right out the car, guns like, hey, put the gun about the film. And he just simply lifted up, pa-da-da. Shot two of them that quick, and of course they shot his ass. But just to show you, we're in a time where people don't give a fuck no more.
That's right.
It's just done. Everybody got a chip on their motherfucking shoulders, man. This shit is done. All right? That's why this little simple ass females think they gonna raise up against a man. Show me your shortest man, your thinnest man, and he still has power to beat your biggest woman. Because it's the Lord give man a different type of strength than a woman has.
Durability.
Come on, bro.
Fortitude.
If you want to get into the science behind it, the sinews of our body and the makeup of our body is made up in such a way that it would defeat 90% of women. You would have to have a very trained woman, very skilled, to be able to beat an unskilled man who don't know shit, which that can happen more now these days because men are not growing up being skilled. Back in the days, all the men had to go through the fucking training. Almost in every single society, a young man had to go fucking join the fucking military. And then the way the world was set up, there was so much more machismo that the men were getting brought up to fight. Now you got these women raising up these goddamn single ass motherfucking families with these young ass little fucking boys. Took my daughter, because it was her little curse day, out to the Zump Zone. Took her some of her friends and shit. So she out there kicking it. Her cousin, two of her cousins, one girl and one little boy. The little boy 4. He only be around his mama and his sister and her grandmama and them motherfuckers. This motherfucker's the softest ass 4-year-old I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it was prefaced already at start. I was like, hey, he's a little sensitive. Yes, he's sensitive. He's demasculized, being raised by these goddamn women.
And Sirach, you talk about it, it says, do not much the company of a woman.
Yes.
Slack it, if I can grab it.
Yeah, basically what's happening is Esau, through all his policies and agendas, have spiritually castrated the men, man.
There you go.
All right? That's basically what has happened, all right? Like things are out of course, as it says in Psalms 82:5. Right. The earth is out of course. You got women that are in the position of where men should be at, man, in these positions. And this is why all our men are, or the modern day, men, they're all weak, effeminate. They want to fucking paint their nails, color their hair, all right? They can't deal with any adversity, okay?
It's funny you say that, because they were jumping around, and the girls were building a little tower out of the little bricks, the little foam bricks on the trampoline. And so they took the foam out of the foam pit, put it on the trampoline, and they were trying to build it up. Now he just jumping and bouncing around, bouncing. He went up and started bouncing them. They got mad because he was messing up their bricks, and so they fussed at him, and he just ended up sitting up there crying and just crying and crying. And it's like, well, fuck those bricks, fuck that, but this is a huge ass place. Go bounce and jump over there. This nigga went and I talked to him, and after he talked, he went into the jumping pit and just started crying like a little bitch. And I was like, man, I said, man, he ain't got a little adversity. A little mean just a smidgen. And this motherfucker was bent over crying like he lost his whole. And I had to say, I don't know him well, so I had to talk to him and say, hey, come here, man. Look, you go play over there, you go bounce over here. Come on, we only got a little bit of time left. Come on, bounce over here. And he finally did. But that spirit gets set as a young man, and it starts growing and growing. And next thing you know, you got these soft ass, effeminate ass men, which pushes that homosexual spirit. All right, you see the men putting their hands on the hip, putting their shit to the side. You got their head, a limp hand, you know what I'm saying? A little curl of this, and a soft this, and the next thing you know, it's one of them. It's one of them mouths. And they wonder what happened. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord have mercy.
What they understand is important because, you know, you got to go through adversity to be a man, or to even become a man of the Lord, you got to go through adversity for that. So if you grown up and you raised with a spirit that acts like a bitch when adversity comes, that act like a bull when adversity comes, they basically teaching you how to not get close to the Lord.
That's right.
This Sirach chapter 2 and verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And you don't want to go through that pain or whatever it is that you gotta go through. You can't come out on the other side with the substance.
Right.
All these niggas, they want to have all the good benefits and all that shit, but they don't. All that comes with process. There ain't no such thing as just showing up and you got it.
Right.
And when you raised with the mentality of just quitting because something offended you, and a lot of the time people get offended or feel bad about certain shit, and they don't even really investigate the intent behind certain things. Like somebody might get offended by a certain individual, and oh well, now I'm gonna quit this job because of this, or now I'm gonna quit the camp because somebody. I feel like somebody offended me, but you don't even sit down and you don't even sit down with that person, and they might not even thought that they did anything wild. You know, a lot of times people don't consider shit like that, and it stops you from continuing to persevere in anything in life, really. But
you know what that makes me think of? Jiu-jitsu.
God.
All right, when we train, and that brother who was speaking, he's one who trains on a regular basis. He had a couple of men in the camp, maybe about a good 10 brothers that train on a regular basis. And I was talking to one of the other brothers that trained, Monzo, and I was telling him, like, half the time after we drill, I don't like sparring. I like to spar, but I don't like sparring. Because first of all, these are all men of the Lord. And they all been trained under Malcolm. And Malcolm was a beast. His trainer, Izzy, the beast. And if you ever sparred against them, you just get your ass folded up like a pretzel every time. So y'all see me, what I do when I be playing around, that's how they do to me. Like, really easy. And it's like, man, when you getting ready to go fight, it's like, oh, fuck. I'm about to be exposed, or I'm about to be vulnerable. It's going to be a match. I don't know. You never know. And uncertainty. When you get built up in the spirit, when you get built up as a man, you get battle tested to the point where you overcome that. Where it's like, okay, no, bring the fight on. All right? If somebody walked up here right now with a whole bunch of books, they had the whole thing, and Vocab came up here, for instance. If Vocab came up here ready to debate, how hot will we be?
Oh, man.
They say what?
I said, oh, man. It's ground up. It's ground up.
Hey, how y'all doing?
It's concrete to be smoked.
And we smoke, bro. Fingers be had the Nazariah fingers. All right. Hey, show the camera the Nazariah fingers so everybody know what we mean by that. No, you gotta put them in the book. You gotta get their similar to. Every brother will have about 5, 6, 7, 8 precepts ready to go on the day over every particular topic.
On the way here, because we got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? I was giving him a breakdown of Romans 9, and I had him. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh yeah, you got the fingers now, man. You know?
But that's how we are now, ready for a fight, because we've been built up in this. And the scripture says, train up a child in the way that he should go. You got it?
No, I just got one.
Okay, that's good. It says, train up a child in the way he should go. When he gets old, he won't depart from it. If you don't train up that child, especially that young man. Matter of fact, went to the liquor store, grab a little bottle. Older lady, she had to be in her 60s, bringing in her, I presume to be her grandson, who had to be like 4 years old, 3 or 4. And she was like, look at you got your fresh cut, looking so good. And hey, shalom, y'all about to grab that my crumbs. And it was like, look at him, he's so handsome. He got his, got your hair, your big boy haircut. And I was like, no, he wouldn't got there and got fucking emasculated. He's all lined up and Americanized. And they teaching this little boy at 3, 4 years old that this is what you do. This is why we have fell away so far.
not being built up and trained up in the law, statutes, commandments, in our history, our heritage of the Heavenly Father, we become like women.
That Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You know, a father, you know, I grew up with a father in the house, you know what I'm saying? How dare my mother would, you know, tell me something, you know, to go contrary to what he had just said. If he had set the rules, it was the rules, bro. Maybe, you know, ain't nothing like growing up with a man in the house, not a boy, because our our nationality, our boys and our women, the growth gets stuck, you know, by some traumatic event that happens, you know, whether it be in school or at home, but some traumatic event happens, man, and that little boy or that little girl, man, that growth spurt, you know, that mental growth spurt is stuck because they're emotionally damaged somewhere. It could be some kind of sexual damage. It could be some kind of physical damage. It could be just an emotional, just around the household. What's going on in your household? Just the mama is running the fucking household. You know, no structure. That's the head is cut off.
I mean, I got an example of that. Let me say real quick. You know, I got 4 sons, and my oldest son, you know, I haven't seen him in like 3 years. You know, and through the spirit, man, he's the weakest one, and he's supposed to be the strongest. But that's because he's being raised by women. And then my second son, I see like the same kind of path, but he's a little stronger because I'm still in the picture. But my third son, who lives with me and I'm raising, he's the damn beast, man. He is a lion, man. You know, and then of course I got a little newborn, but it just goes to show how demasculating it is when you're being raised up by women. Because my second son, man, this dude, he's a little punk, man. He's a little crybaby, you know. And I gotta be honest, man. I love my sons, but compared to my third son, is being raised up by me, you know. See, these women don't understand that.
Remember, I was talking to Elder Benji, and we were talking about kids, and he was like fussing at the brother. Well, not really fussing at the brother, but one of the brothers, Avi, his son, had got in the car because he went to the next daddy because they came to pick him up, whatever. And he went to get picked up and stuff, and then when he didn't pick him up, he started crying. And Benji was like, man, let him cry. Right. Don't pick him up and don't let him. See, we would do that. We'll be like, no, let no motherfucker. See, I treat my daughter way different than if I had a son. I don't have a son. If I had a son, I would be hard. You know what I'm saying? And even Benji cut me too. He said, yeah, but you're supposed to scare smile of your daughter too. And I was like, I might smile a little bit too much. You know, and but a bone in my mind to make me be a little rougher with her, even though I'm not. And like I told him, I said, I'm not nice with my daughter like that. Right. And matter of fact, I said, I gave it similar to me. I said, you know, told my baby girl, I said, your mama ain't come home, she ain't doing what's your house, she ain't gonna do it. Kill her. You know what I'm saying? And she was like straight up killing, she got to destroy her. You know, I teach her the truth. But the thing is, that's a girl. Men supposed to be raised up in that hard, tough, you know, tough love. And you don't beat them down if you even know the scriptures. Like you do with brothers, man. If you bust at a brother, you can't. If you got brothers, you might be like, hey bro, I don't like the fact that you did this. What the fuck was wrong with you, man? You went to hell. Don't understand this. The scripture say this like that. But then you go ahead and build them back up. Be like, you know what? But you know what? You've been dealing. You've been out here for years. But I see the beauty in you. I see the strength, and you build them back up. You just don't beat somebody down without building them back up. You learn to balance as a man. These bitches don't got that balance. These bitches like, nigga, I said shut up, motherfucker, I don't want you to do whatever. It's like, what the fuck?
The Hawk sent me something right on Instagram. This shit was so bugged out. You had the single mother Instagram bitch, right? She's sitting there. She was like, you know, on the video talking about like, you know, I started, you know, yelling at my kids because, you know, they were too loud, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, now it's too quiet. Let me see what they're up to. She runs in there. It's like, why is it so quiet in here? And the kids are like, well, you told us not to, you know, not to be loud. They're exactly confusion. They're like, what the? And they're literally hurting in their voice. They're like, what the fuck? You just told us to be quiet. The scriptures say, and there was a Job 39:17. it says that basically the Lord had not departed wisdom unto her, man. And when you go into that, all right, that goes into their discernment, man. These women have no discernment, all right. They're all over the place, man. They're double-minded. They change like the moon, man. You know?
Oh, well, I was just going to accept pretty much what the elder was saying. That's the problem. Women trying to raise up boys, and that's not their job. Esau has systematically took the strong figure, which is the man, out of the household. And this is Ephesians 6:4. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admiration of the Lord. And that's how we're supposed to bring our young men up. Right. According to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And bitch, you sit the fuck down. You ain't got no set of walls. You can't say shit to me.
You can't testify. You don't have testicles.
And look, you gotta bring up you gotta raise those boys up, all right, those young men, all right, as Israelites. And when you go into our culture, man, our culture is full of warriors, all right, men with logic, okay, men who aren't emotional. They have wisdom. They applied wisdom, okay. See, this world teaches you to be emotional, be bitch made, okay, soft.
And that's funny you say that, because even amongst the brothers, when we in our own little, our talks after camp and when we just vibrate, we have conversation. I said this not too long ago to a brother. I said, bro, we soft as fuck, bro. Compared to our ancient self. I said our ancient self will be looking at us like this soft, whoop, sissy, bitch ass made motherfucker. I will beat how you gonna tell yourself I'm gonna beat your ass? Because you're soft.
Paul the only one that ain't soft.
Hey, I guarantee you the ancient Kowal will still look at the Kowal today and still say he's soft. Right? Now I look at the brother like Malcolm. Y'all brothers, they love Malcolm. I know you all love Malcolm, but just look at his views and look at his channel, and it's just amazing. The brother is a very deep, very spiritual brother. He'll sit there and break down, the Maccabees. He'll break down, Hyrcanus, to break it down, going into the artifacts and articles and be so articulate. But guess what? Let you come against a brother. Let him see you approach a brother and act be violent to a brother. He will one shot lay you out. Right. And when I say the man is so vicious on the fighting, y'all just don't know. Right. He's a professional fighter. He would have been, if he did not come into this truth, he would have been the main event. All right, he would have been the goddamn pay-per-view sellout. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And an actual sellout. He would have sold out and sell out. You know what I'm saying? All right. But you would not. He's so unassuming. When you see him and you deal with his spirit, because his mannerism is so peaceful, and you let him tell it. He's got that peaceful manner because he already know he's gonna fuck you up. So guess what? The first rule of jiu-jitsu is try not to fight. Because you already know I'm gonna 90% chance I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. Let me stay out of trouble. I don't have to worry about the popo. I don't have to worry about busting your ass. I can keep myself. Let me just be cool. The more you get deeper into this truth, the more balanced you be. Right? When you're young in this truth, you're born lions hot. You gotta hold on. Okay, hold on. Don't kill him yet. Hold on. Don't throw the 1,000 precept that'll hold on. Let's get 2 or 3. Let's go. You're gonna drown him, brother. You gotta, because you gotta tip of that hot spirit. But the more you get experience, you think that lion that's got that pride that's been over there for 10 plus years, whatever, he's gonna rush right to haste. No, you don't make haste in the time. You take your time. You operate with the spirit. Right. Go ahead, brother.
I got quick 3. This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 15. Come on. 16. Ecclesiastes 9 and 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. All right, main point is wisdom is better than strength, okay? Right. All right, and you see that, because I'll say this, you have a lot of Jake out here, right? Hey, they'll be physically, fit. They can knock, niggas out left and right. All right, looking like a Mike Tyson, man. Right. But look at his mental state, man. He's through, man. Right. All right. He's completely done.
You said Mike?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One too many punches.
You know?
He's punched her.
But just in general, he's through. You know what I'm
And-
saying? Even without the fighting, because he didn't have the wisdom, man. Wisdom is better than strength.
He did not want to take the icky wicky, the juicy fruit, and he, because his handlers said, "Go ahead on, Mike, take it." He took it, and now he did the video not too long ago saying that he damn near he had to go be in a wheelchair. He's losing his functions because of juice. That shows you the spiritual intellect and mental intellect that he really has. He ain't got it. In order to be in this truth, you have to have a mind that is stronger than any other mind.
And owning your own dispensary don't help either, Elder.
Man.
And it says here in Ecclesiastes 9:18 now, wisdom is better than weapons of war. For one sinner destroys much good. And the point being is wisdom is better than the weapons of war. All right, hey, first and foremost, get your mind right, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
That's what we need to be doing.
Man,
You know, we gotta watch this filth that's been implanted in our minds for years, man. Okay, and how do we do that? By getting cleansed by this word right here. How should a young man, all right, cleanse himself? It's by this word, as the scriptures say. And I got one last scripture, Ecclesiastes, 7:19. Wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than the 10 mighty men which are in the city. All right. That wisdom strengthens you more than mighty men. Remember that.
This is Ecclesiastes 9:11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither the bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill. But time and chance happen to them all. Do you know, when Mike Tyson and his strength, you would think that this guy was going to be able to go ahead and get this truth and understand and be able to conquer shit? No. It's not to the strong. It's not to the Usain Bolt, Carl Lewis. Matter of fact, where the fuck has Carl Lewis been?
Right.
And he was the original Usain.
That's right.
Because back in our era, it was Carl Lewis. All right? It was like, man, that Carl Lewis. And Jackie Joyner Kersey. You remember that? We was talking about Jackie. We was talking, you know what I'm saying? And she went down too.
Last we saw, he had them high heels on.
See, now I ain't know about that, but that's fucked up. But I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole point is, the race is not given to that. The Lord, matter of fact, in the New Testament, that's the Old Testament. In the New Testament, it talks about that as well. How the same vibration, the system. Yeah, right. Yeah, you can get it. You see where I'm going?
There you go. Jeremiah 9:23. Thus said the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches.
So you got all the motherfucking money in the world. And King Solomon said it in Ecclesiastes. And now you gotta go give it to this wicked ass, little effeminate ass, little monster. You know, this little moat. And what took you 45 years to build up and left this big ass estate and shit, it would take him 2 or 3 years to tear the whole thing down and be fucking bankrupt, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why this shit, the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel said through the scripture, this shit is vanity.
Just speaking of Mike Tyson, you know, the Lord gave Mike Tyson and all the other men those special gifts, you know, athletics, you know, gave different men gifts of science and, you know, gifts of how to make money and all that. But hey, man, the gift, the ultimate gift is, man, eternal life, man. And once that God puts his spirit upon you, you know, not the spirit of prosperity or my might, me. If the man is not speaking according to the word, the testimony of his word, that Isaiah 8:20, man, he ain't got this gift, man. He didn't give it to him. Finishing up on verse 24, it says, but let him that glory in this, that he understands and knoweth me, that I am the Lord which exercises loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth.
That's right.
For in these things I delight, says the Lord.
Yes.
Not no bullshit. Just like what the elder just said, everything else is vanity.
This whole play, it's the scriptures say everything is vanity, all is vanity, okay? And we're looking for something better, all right? Something that's not going to be destroyed, it's going to last forever, okay? See, the things of this world, they're corrupt, all right? They're going to fade away. Can you get that scripture, the Corinthians? Hey, the fashion of this world fadeth away. Okay? And that's what's gonna happen very soon. This current, evil world that's set in place right now, it's gonna bypass, man. We're not focused on this bullshit here, man.
That's right.
This is why we're trying to get ourselves in order. And then really the Lord said he's gonna set us in order. Okay? And with that being said, hey, there's gonna be a lot of reproofs, all right, happening, a lot of correction, a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of tests that each brother's gonna go through. And it's not gonna feel good, man.
That's right.
All right, because that's chastisement. And chastisement at the present moment isn't joyous. But what happens? It yields that peaceable fruit.
Right.
Okay? You see?
Did you get to what? Did you find whatever was in the New Testament?
Was it this review for this? Which one? Proceed.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
This
I was
is-
just about to get it because I.
Con.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 1, and I'm gonna start at shit, man. I started 21. I know what to do. All right. This is
Be in the spirit, brother. Hey, we used to, but back when we used to start, when we used to camp back in the day, brother, we'll start around 2 o'clock in the afternoon and we would camp all the way to 10, 11, 12 at night. And it was like that. And bro, that's what we did. We didn't know nothing, no different. So,
This is,
don't get us started.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, and I'll start at 21. For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. And you see, this world doesn't know the Most High, okay? This world believes in what? Science, all right, technology,
Right.
themselves. That's what they believe in. They don't believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And it's evident because of their actions and their deeds. You see? Because it's all wicked and evil. They don't
Right.
try to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, which that's real wisdom anyways.
That's right.
You know? Because the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. You
right.
see? And it says here, it pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. And this is foolish to the world, all right? That men come out every week, all right? Every week.
Wearing dresses.
Wearing dresses and cursing everybody out. You know? That's foolish. And you gotta remember, man, you got a lot of young brothers up here. They could be getting some fucking box right now, man. Some white box, okay? All right? You know? and they're not doing that. What are they doing? Hey, they're presenting their bodies as living sacrifices.
Right.
All right? Dedicating their lives to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Going without.
Not giving a fuck about this place. All right? You know, you got like for instance myself, you know, brothers like Monakai, you know, brothers who are about 10, 11, 12 years, you know, into it. We came in when we were in our 20s, early 20s, man. Now we're in our 30s, man. People would say that's like your prime, man. You know, you could have been out there doing X, Y, Z things. Hey, but all that shit is dumb, as the scriptures say.
That's right.
Right.
That's why the scriptures say in Ecclesiastes, remember now thy creators in the days of thy youth, before the evil days draw nigh. Majority of the men of the Lord that come in, if you look at the collection of the men of the Lord at Great Millstone or even these other camps, majority of them are young men in their 20s. All right? Now the Lord, that's the reason why we give extra kudos to the brothers with the hoary beards. All right? You know, that hoary beard. And I must say, this brother Shataria, he goes back to when we first started at GMS Chicago Southwest, right? It was a year or two after GMS Mapataza. A lot of brothers don't know the dynamic of Chicago. It's 2 camps, all right? And then we merged into 1 camp, okay? But this brother was around from then. And this brother, how old are you, brother? 60 years old. Now, you go back 13, 14 years ago, he was in his late 40s, right? And that's what he started doing. And he was sitting there listening to little old me. And this is a grown ass motherfucker. He could be my damn near dad, you know? Because he could be my father. I'm 48. That's 12 years old right there. It's 12 years difference. If he wouldn't stop popping at 12 years old as a young man, this could be my father.
Right.
All right? And I used to marvel at Elder Nate. You know what I'm saying? Because he was older than this brother. Because he was in his 60s at the time. I was 35. And here go Elder Nate at 60 years old. And I'm saying, no, Ox. No, this is what you do. No, come here, do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know the spirit of the Lord and the might of the Lord, man.
Right.
But the Lord really deals with a lot of young men. And the Lord also, both sides powerful. He'll deal with the older men. There's brothers that's
70 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In certain camps around, I think in Boston, I think they had them. Okay, that one. But there's other men, but there's other men who are hoary heads in other states that in their 60s or 70s, you know. So the Lord will deal there, but the majority of the men are these young men. All right. But go
You're
ahead.
supposed to bear that yoke in your youth, as it says in, I think, Lamentations, right?
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, you know? All right, but let's get back to this. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and 22 now. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. That's the problem with our people, man. All right? Hey, what does it say? This is an adulterous and wicked generation that seeketh after a sign. Our people always need to, see something. Hear something super deep, man, 10 deep, All right? Our people are bugged the fuck out, man. And it says here, because by the way, just a side note, those Greeks right there are talking about Israelites that were into the Greek fashion, okay? They were Hellenized.
That's right. And they proved that real quick. He said to the Greek, to the Jew and to the Greek, right?
Yeah, the Jew.
Why didn't he say that the Moabite? If that meant everybody. Why didn't he say that to the Ammonite?
Yep.
So if you took that literal, only Jews and Greeks, literal Greeks, are only going to make it to the kingdom.
Yep.
And the Lord said He's not dealing with the heathens. So that have to be Israelite foreigners. But go ahead.
Verse 23, but we
Hallelujah.
preach Yahweh Shai crucified.
Hallelujah.
All right? Yeah.
Hey, your name, beauty, man.
Brothers know that there's some person who's in here. Brothers know what it's for. Hallelujah. That just
Tell you how it was. Tell you how
It
it's
says, but we preach Yahweh Shai crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness. You see, our people, they see it as foolishness, and ultimately it's what though? A stumbling block, because Yahweh Shai is that ultimate stumbling block, all right, to our people, okay? Which is what the word, man. This word makes our people stumble, fall, trip, okay, into the goddamn abyss, man. All right, our people are through.
That's right.
Okay, once you start, preaching this word, they get what? Offended, man. All right. Oh, I can't eat pork. Oh, I gotta cut my dreads. All right. Oh, you guys are talking about 12, 13-year-old girls getting married off. That not my God. He wouldn't allow that.
Right.
Brothers, you have certain people, they get rebuked all of a sudden. Now, you know what? I'm gonna leave the camp. None of these men that I've been preaching with for a decade plus, they're not men of the Lord now. They're not the elders. This is what happens, man. But let me keep reading. It says, what was that? Verse 24. But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Yahweh Shai, the power of Yahweh, and the wisdom of the Most High, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men.
right.
See, and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men. All right, really, this is true strength, man. All right, hey, the lowest member, so to speak, hey, they're stronger than the mightiest man of this world. All right, verse 26. For ye see your calling, brother, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. You see, not many wise men are called into this, okay? Because you got a lot of our people that are what? Doctors, scientists, okay? Hey, they're inventors. A lot of them are called into this. You got a lot of mighty men. Hey, you got the John Jones, all right, the Canelo, all right, the Floyd Mayweather, so on and so forth. You don't see them being called into this. Hey, you may see a celebrity here or there, say that they're Israelite. It's cool for what, a year and some change. Then what happens shortly after, man? They end up, talking about adultery. That's right. Okay. They end up, eating fucking pork and fucking was it lobster on Instagram? That's what you see, man.
That's right.
All right, and it says not many noble. All right, meaning like your politicians, those that have a name in this world. A lot of them are called, man. It's just ordinary men. And see, that's what is gonna trip a lot of people out, man. That these ordinary men, all right, in the flesh, they're really not ordinary, because their spirits are above ordinary. All right, if they are the men of the Lord, if they are a part of the elect, okay. But the point being, though, is these what the world will call us ordinary men. they're going to be the ones that are going to get saved. These are the Lord's chosen, you know?
Well, that's the wisdom of Solomon when it's like,
The chapter.
right, it's like,
You get that?
yeah, it's like, hey, if these guys that we ever thought there was to be ever nothing, never all the scouring of the earth, these little pieces of shit out there, they're claiming to be part of the number. You know? So yeah, that's why it's rough, man. If you really understand the path of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, this is not an easy task, man. We are fighting the gods. This is the hardest job. It takes total selflessness. It takes humility, self-control. If Yahushai said to David, King David, our king, that he, hallelujah, 7:1, hallelujah, that King David watered his couch with his tears. If you see Yahushai entering into the city and overlooking Jerusalem, and Yahushai was weeping, all right? If you see that and understand that, then that gives you the understanding that this. Even Paul, when Paul was snapping about the brothers who fell out and had been wicked and shit, he said, "Now I tell you, even weeping, that these are enemies of Yahushai and the cross of Yahushai. We are invested in here." That's right. All right.
It hurts, man, when brothers fall out, man. It's not a pleasant thing, man. You're literally losing a brother, man. You feel like you're losing a piece of you, man.
A friend, family.
Yeah.
Bro, we war in the trenches. Now, on a carnal note, playing softball. When you play softball, and right now to this day, I don't give a fuck whoever plays softball, been on my bowling team or any sports. When I see them, man, and y'all know I go hard, right? When I see them, it's a whole different love. One of my softball guys called me up right now and said, "Man, I'm heard that he's like $35. Man, I'm sending him 50. That's why it's softball, because you came to me on my team, you sacrificed your time, you came out there on that motherfucking diamond, you was in the motherfucking dust, and while we sit up there trying to scrape to beat these other motherfuckers, you have my back. When this other team went to fucking fight us and start some shit, we was up there ready to go toe to toe together. You know what I'm saying? That's now how much more spiritually on what really fucking matters, because that other shit don't fucking matter.
Right.
That bodily gain and profit is little. All right? But this right here, profit is everything.
That's right. That's right.
And that's why Paul said that he himself wished that he was accursed for his kinsmen, man. You know, and hey, Paul, man, when the Lord turned him around, man, all right, he was a fervent, faithful servant of Yahweh Shai, man. So for him to say that he had great sorrow, that he wished that he was accursed to see his kinsmen, you know, in the truth, man. You know, that's some deep love there, man.
Right. That's right.
You know, that's heavy love there. All right, and at the end of the day, all right, the reason why we get on, look, a man that's doing well, it's not often checked, but a man that is struggling, you know, it's often checked, man. You see, and so when if a brother gets on you and man, it's because of love, man. That correction is the real love of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's why as a people, we are being corrected, man.
You know, give real quick, open rebuke is better than secret love. And there's true brotherly love, man. But see, this world, they'll tell you, no, all right, hey, that guy's a hater. All right, he's just, doesn't like me succeeding, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's picking on me. That's some emotional bitch ass shit, man. And going back to the start of the lesson, man, that was designed, all right, to be pushed on our people by Esau, because he set up the woman. He knew what he was doing when he set up the woman, man, in power.
That's right.
And now look at the state of our nation, with the women being in power.
That's right.
Look how low the nation of Israel has gotten. It's terrible, man. You got it.
It's Proverbs 27 and verse 5. It says, open rebuke is better than secret love.
Exactly. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Is there any more?
Yep. It says, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
Exactly. In this world, all these enemies are going to kiss you, man. All right? So to speak. Tell you everything's good, and they how you keep doing your wickedest things, your bullshit things that are going to bring you down. But see, a true friend is gonna tell you, hey bro, man, that ain't good for you, man. All right, I don't give a fuck how you take this, so to speak. It ain't good for you. I gotta let you know this, man, because I don't want you to die. I don't want you to fall, man.
and you might rebuke somebody that got like problems with they health or their weight or whatever. That goes on a lot in the black community, right? You know, tell their ass like, look, stop, don't eat that shit. You know, you be straight up with them, man. But hey, that's taking and looking at it as a bad thing. They know, man, let him do that. But the nigga's killing himself, man.
Exactly.
But a faithful friend gonna take like, look, stop doing that shit. You hurt yourself.
The same people will be like, oh, you know, you'll have the person who's got that weight problem, right? They're all fucked up. And the same people that tell you, hey, don't be telling them that, hey, just let them do what they want. And all of a sudden they're like, man, we gotta pray for this person, that person. And they're all messed up. They got gout. They can barely walk. Their knees are messed up. Their back is messed up. Man, hey, our people are hypocrites and full of shit, man. All right.
1 Timothy 5:20. Them that sin rebuke before all, that others also may fear. Right.
And you gotta remember, man, rebuking is not just for that individual that needs to be cursed out. It's for everybody too, man. All right. So then everyone can be like, shit, man. You know, I don't want to do that because I don't want to get that judgment like that particular person. You know.
Hey, I got that same mentality at my job, man.
You just spoke on females in charge.
Yeah, that's right.
You just spoke on that.
Just tell him.
You good, you good.
Make sure everything
This shit is crazy, man. Nothing's happening around here, man. You're gonna have a fucking 5 foot, flat security guard. All right.
I mean, anyway, how tall is she?
About 5 foot tall.
4'11".
Yeah, I was gonna say she
4'11" with her shoes on. She's 5 foot with her shoes on.
105 pounds.
And she didn't weigh no more than 120 pounds, bro.
Bitch like that was talking shit to a guy at my job yesterday and punched her in the fucking face. Dude was like 6'5" or 6'6". And he like, this nigga was big, this nigga bigger than Shamar, bro.
Damn.
This bitch was talking shit to this nigga, blasted this bitch up, fucking beautiful. You walked off.
Crazy as hell. Father notebook.
It doesn't matter because they can't do anything. They can't do anything because as long as he's not on their property, he's actually on the sidewalk. The only thing they can do is tell him not to be in the middle of the sidewalk, but he can come on the other side by the tree and he'll be fine. He just gotta learn how to play with
That's,
this
you know what, that's Satan.
But it's also his proven too.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna say. That's Satan. Because look, at the end of the day, Satan got to do his job, and we got to do our job. That's why we got to endure until the end, man. That's why, as men that are being called into this truth, we have to be an example for the brothers that are coming in. If I may, Babu Shah, this is 2 Timothy 2:10. It says, "Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake." We have to go through. There's still brothers that are gonna come, man. There's still men out there that are going to come in, and we have to lay down that example, that fervent, firm, trusting in Yahweh Shai. We not gonna buzz, fuck this damn world example, man. And it has to be with a sound mind. It has to be with courage, man. With the Rachak Wadash, all right, dwelling in us, man. Right. That's why it's important for us to feed, all right, off of the bread of heaven, man. All right, which is the word, man. All right, these scriptures, man. All right. We have to showcase that faith and endurance that we have in Yahweh Shai, man. All right, it says that they may also obtain the salvation which is in us, which is in Mashiach Yahweh Shai with eternal glory, man. All right, that's what brotherly love is all about, man. All right, us putting each other on ourselves on the line for each other, man. There ain't gonna be no greater love out here. You ain't gonna find this kind of love out here in this world, man. There's no love like the love that we have here in the body of Yahweh Shai, man.
They don't know. They don't know, bro. Bro, you talk about the love. First of all, to open up your house. Now, I didn't really pay this no mind. So some other brothers brought that to my attention. Because me, my brother, because y'all don't know, he gave, my siblings gave up their ownership in the house to me. So the charity that the main house does, that's on y'all too. He don't take no glory, no credit for it. He would right now. If I said something to him right now, he'd be like, "This is what he would."
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
That's what he would do. He would like, and probably a little offended. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, what the fuck? All right? But from other brothers who have houses and entertain periodically, but not like all the time, they'll tell you like, the motherfuckers don't give up their house. So you talk about men of the Lord who give up their houses, brothers who give up their cars. You saw the one Maurice nigga who was like, the gas don't run on charity. Who's my Lord of booty? That's motherfucking wicked ass.
That's such a ridiculous statement because if that nigga ever didn't have no gas and asked the brothers would give him gas to put gas in his car.
How many times? How many times? We did it.
That shit don't even make sense. Yes, your gas tank has run off charity before.
Yes,
That's the answer. Yes, it does, 100%, man. And any thought other than that, then you're in big trouble, man. You're in big trouble.
That's why the Lord excommunicated this day.
And to be honest, everything you do run off charity because the Lord don't owe you shit, nigga.
Come on, man. That's why y'all we are bought with a price. All right, we are bought with a price, man. The Lord is already, He shed His blood for us. We are owned. We are owned. We are prisoners in how much we have a shine, man.
Right. Precept. This is Mark 13:13, and it reads, "And ye shall be saved of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved."
You gotta endure to the end.
Yeah, a lot of shit's gonna come up, man. All right, hey, brothers have dealt with death in the family, man. All right, in their own personal families. We've dealt with deaths in the brotherhood. That shit does not feel fucking good, man.
I just drove past Captain Lee's kill site when he killed Captain Lee. Certain young brothers that don't know the faith. Young man, he was 20 when he first came, like 19 when he first came into the truth. 18, he could have been 18, and he was in the truth for about 3 years before the Lord took him to the spirit world. And this, when I said his name was Isaiah, which means help of the Lord. Do you know this young man at 18 years was helping everybody in the camp? It was like, there was an omen. I remember I was on the side of on the Highway 57, but over there by 119, and I got stranded because I'm 400 feet from the gas station, but I'm up on the ramp and I'm trying to push this motherfucker. I can't push no fucking 2,000-pound car on the ramp. I got almost halfway up that bitch, but I was like, okay, this is done. And I had nobody to help me. I asked going to the group, I asked the brothers. And who's the first one? Captain Saber, right? Captain Saber, bro, right? And he came down from, he lived out by Chicago Heights area too at that time. And he came all the way up back into the city just to get me out of that jam. And he helped many brothers out, man.
He helped me move one time. My dad was there, and then when I told him about how how he died, my dad only met him one time, and he was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what the fuck? And he left a good impression. Report.
Even at the funeral. Who went to the funeral? Okay, you went, right. And what did the preacher say?
Man, he said that he was basically amazed on how such a young man has so much wisdom, man. He was teaching them,
stomping them. He said, man, he'll ask me questions, and because he was eulogizing the funeral, he's like, man, he would ask me questions. I'll say, brother, I'm gonna have to get back to you. And go ahead and check this out before I can respond, because it got me on this particular thing. Because he was using wisdom, because it was his family's preachers, whatever. So when he had to be around them for family shit, he would come to him like little old boy, like seen him growing up, and he'd come out with all this wisdom. He's like, what the fuck? That was a report on him and his death. All right, and for the record, he got killed in by mistaken identity. He was picking up his mom in his mom's car, and it was him and his mom in the car to go run some errands. He was helping his mom out, you know what I'm saying? And they had all tinted windows, so you couldn't pitch black, you couldn't see it. From what the police said, it was the Ford Jetta looks a lot like not the Ford Jetta, but the Volkswagen Jetta looks a lot like the Ford Fusion. And so the Ford Fusion, they had a Ford Fusion. She worked in the Ford plant, all right? And so they had some people in Hammond, Indiana, had beef with some niggas in Calumet City. And so they saw the car and said, oh, they're doing the ops. And they went to go ride down on the ops and shot up the car. Didn't even know it was his mom and a man of the Lord and his mom in the car. It was the Lord, calling him on home. And he's sitting up there when they start shooting, trying to go protect his mom. You know what I'm saying? And he both of them were deceased. But going back to what you said, man, that shit hurt. Let's don't even tell Shabbat this. That was his actual blood cousin, first cousin. It was rough, man. It was a rough period. I mean, we sorrowed, we cried, we lamented, we went to the Father, and we celebrated that brother. And that brother was a beautiful brother. He left a beautiful legacy in 3 years, about 3-4 years of being in the truth, man. That's why this here goes deep. We care about one another. We care about the body, and not only the brothers in the faith. We care about our people. Somebody give me the book of Luke, where it said,
This is the 7th chapter. It's the 7th or the 8th chapter, something. Where it's like they went to go try to get a centurion tried to get Yahushua to come heal his servant, and he said why? He said he tried to give a reason why Yahushua should heal him. All right, and one of the reasons is what we're all about. But for us to come out here to the highways and byways, to brave the heat, the cold, the rain, the scoffing, the fucking little midget fucking security guards trying to tell you to fuck up the goddamn road, the po-po, nigglets right down here. We used to camp right on the other side of that bus stop. And I'm talking about rain, sleet, snow, cold, it didn't matter. We got accosted by groups of motherfuckers, one motherfuckers. Niggas at the fucking bus stop got bangers on their hips, all kind of shit. Motherfuckers coming in with sticks and weapons and shit. And we were young in the faith. Before we didn't want to go ahead and fight this before we got to the kind of the brawl. Then we would
big arm.
Right. Hey, as soon as one of the older brothers did this right here, taking up that shit, that was it. That was done because I couldn't even get mine off. By the time I got mine off, the other brothers had theirs off, and I'm sitting up there like putting mine back on. Hey, it's enough. And then the Kobobo come and beat the same motherfucker ass. This shit is epic. The Lord got us, bro. But the love that we have to even be out here in the highways and byways, to give up our Sundays, give up our Mondays, give up our Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, whatever days brothers camp on particular days, to come out here and endure all these afflictions, man. All right? This is of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai. All right? Yeah, did you have that scripture? It's Luke chapter 7 and verse 1. It says, now when he had ended all his sayings in the audience of the people, he entered into Capernaum, and a certain centurion servant who was dear unto him was sick and ready to die. It says, and when he had heard of Yahushua, he sent unto him the elders of the Jews, beseeching him that he would come and heal his servant.
So he went to go, when he heard about Yahushua, all the things that he done, all about the work and miracles and so forth, he was like, oh, that's the man. Hey, let me go beg him. Let me go beseech him. Let me go plead to him. This is why you should come heal my servant, man.
It says, verse 4, when they came to Yahushua, they besought him instantly, saying that he was worthy for whom he should do this. For he loved our nation, and he had built us a synagogue. It says, then Yahushua went with them, and when he was not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him, saying unto him, Lord, trouble not thyself, for I am not worthy that thou shouldest enter under my roof. Verse 7, it says, wherefore neither thou I myself worthy to come unto thee, but say in a word, and my servant shall be healed. It says, verse 8, for I also am a man set under authority, having under me soldiers, and I say one, go, and he goeth, and to another, come, and he cometh, and to my servant, do this, and he doeth it. When Yahushua heard these things, he marveled at him, and turned him about, and said unto the people that followed him, I say unto you, I have found so great faith, no, not in Israel.
So Yahushua, and I was going to stop at the beginning, but the Spirit said, don't let all that come out.
Yes,
this was Yahushua's assessment of that man. He said, man, shit, I ain't seen so great a faith right here around these streets. All right? Why? Because first of all, he heard about Yahushua. The first way to get into and understanding this truth is hearing. He said, come on, somebody get that. Just back it up. And then somebody also said, how can they hear without a preacher? Somebody get that one too. All right? And so, first of all, he heard the truth. And then he believed. Somebody give me Ephesians, the first chapter. Start around about the 10th verse. Okay? So then he heard the truth, but then he believed. He believed the truth. And then he sent forth to go commission the help for his servant. And then he gave them the reasoning, for he loveth his people.
For us to stand out here to cry, sigh and cry for all the abominations to run to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, that means I love so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. I love my people, man. I do not like the heathens, man. I do not like them at all because they have beat, hurt, scraped, and just fucking took advantage of our people.
They've done inhumane acts. As Esau likes to say, he uses that term inhumane. You know, acts. That's what these heathens have done unto us, starting with Esau. But it goes not just to Esau, it goes down to Ishmael, Ham, Moab, Ammon, etc. Man, they've all done some wild shit to us, man.
If I can add on to you, look at Tobit. Tobit was in Nineveh, but he said basically, hey, his people was given over to idols of Nineveh and stuff. But he said he refrained himself, and they touching on that love that he had for his nation. They was killing Israelites, their body, going against the commandment of the king, having himself on the wrist, man. That's the love that you gotta have for your nation, man.
And the scripture said he wouldn't eat his food, his dinner, until he was done.
Like a hot meal versus a cool or lukewarm meal.
Man.
All right? You like what? You know what? I understand because you don't want to burn the roof of your mouth, but most people don't want no cold meal. Now, when he went, but how long did it actually, well, since you said, let's see if it was lukewarm, hot, or cold. How long does it take to bury a body?
I was just gonna say that.
Just one.
That's just one body. How long? You gotta dig. First of all, you gotta go several feet underground. Now, are you gonna go 6 feet? That's the current. That's the current. But guess what? And sometimes you ain't go. You go 3 feet. You know what I'm saying? If you do 3 feet, it should be fine too. But guess what? Digging a 3-foot ditch for a human, all right, carcass. Goddamn! By the time he came home, that shit cold, bro.
Man, all I think about.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And then you unclean. You're unclean. You was in front of a dead fucking body. So now you got to go wash and clean yourself up, and then won't be unclean until even. All right. And so shit. So it can fuck up a lot of things, especially if it's right before a holy day. And certain things you might not be able to go into the temple or before the brothers because you're unclean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, basically, that don't take one day, man. That builds up. You really having to sacrifice. That creates a line of things you gotta sacrifice after you do something like that, man. Not just a hot meal. You know, you gotta put a lot of things on the side to get back clean and all that. You know,
It's a lot of emotional stress.
Yeah.
Like you hear about these like paramedics and you know you got the paramedics, you got these cops. A lot of them are emotionally damaged, man, from the shit that they see, man, that they got to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So imagine, you know, when you see the relationship of one of your kinsmen, man, and then you're digging up this, burial site, ground or whatever, right? And you see the whippings, the cutting of the flesh and all that stuff. And that shit, man, that starts fucking with you, man.
Niggas wasn't just getting blasted on back then. Legs cut off,
burned alive,
all type of shit.
Yes, and speaking of with this man back home, my sister's sister, that's wicked, but my sister's sister, she's a popo for the city, and she says it all the time. They can't keep no popos here. There was a report a couple months ago or earlier this year, Lori licking them. Uncle Larry, she over there in California trying to recruit popos to come over here, trying to recruit people to come to Chicago to become an officer. Because it's not, they desperate, bro. They don't have first of all, they don't have enough non-criminals already to come, all right? And they've got enough able-bodied men between that age bracket. And a lot of motherfuckers who they don't want to come on these streets, bro.
That's right.
It's grimy. They killing popos now. They don't get no fuck. And then their popos, the system is handcuffing the popo, saying, "Hey, you can't chase no motherfucker. Hey, you can't do this tonight." Now it's like motherfuckers like, fuck the police.
Hey, on January 1st, if they kill one of y'all, we just gonna let them right out. We ain't gonna take them to jail.
If it's second degree murder. Now if it's first degree, we'll keep it. But if it's not, we'll arrest you, then let you go. We'll put you on bond and we'll see you later. Somebody else. Exactly. This shit is bad.
You as a cop do anything, you gotta go.
Y'all
That's it, right. Well, that's Esau stirring up the pot, and plus, and they don't even need much help stirring, because once they crash this dollar, which I'm hoping this October, they do a lot of crashes in October, and this month they said this month in the Dow and how it's fallen has not done anything at least several years since COVID, right? And so guess what's going to happen after that? It's not going to get better.
Right.
It's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. Right?
There was this one dude that, real quick, there was this one dude that at my job, he paid with the Apple Pay with a little tap. He comes back to return the item he bought. He comes in with a card. And I'm like, that's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Because it got to go back the same way it came through. And he's like, yeah, but I don't work for Apple Pay. I'm like, just do it. He put the phone back on, it went back through. He's all amazed, like, how did that happen? How did that happen? I said, because it's all electronic money. Cash is gone. They can do whatever they want with this now. This how they gonna manipulate the people to take that, you know what I'm saying, that CHIP, man.
That C-hip.
Yeah.
That C-hip to the Nick Bay.
Be on iOS 57, man. Right.
Well, when you look at the word digital, right, it means to be integrated into the computer system by particular forms. All right. Now we already know that you know this system, all right, is the image of the beast, man. So you know, for all you scoffers out there, man, if you want to look at it in a carnal sense, man, it makes sense that this man's mark, all right, is the seed hit, man.
Right.
Because that is going to digitalize you into his system, man.
Right.
That's why they talking about all this transhumanism, man, and infusing the human being, all right, into the AI, man.
That's right.
All right. This devil's last straw, man. All right. That's why the scripture said that he's going to come down with great wrath, man.
Right.
A lot of you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right, you still got that large fish hook on your cheek, man.
Right.
All right, and that.
That's when Lambeck released the word digital goes into mid-15th century, pertaining to numbers below 10. 1650s pertaining to fingers, to digits, finger or toe. All right, that digital bank currency is going to be why it's got digit comes to your hand, because that CBDC, central bank digital currency, they're going to put the what in your what? You put that into your hand, that C hip into your hand.
The landable device. You know? That's what's coming, man. All these things that are happening aren't designed by a mistake, man. Nothing here is, for lack of words, organic, man. Okay, let's get Revelation 13 to 16, man. You know, get that word out, Carlson.
Oh man.
You know? All this stuff is man-made, okay? It's constructed, it's old-fashioned by man. All right, like I said, all this stuff isn't organically done. Okay.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Go to the word now. He calls it. And it is Pieo. That's G4159. And it reads, for the first definition, to make.
So to make, keep going.
With the names of things made, to produce,
construct,
form, fashion.
So meaning that it's designed, it's purposely designed, okay? So this guy is purposely doing these things throughout the world, all right, to have this particular thing happen, okay?
Right.
Which is the, man, it's hard, I gotta think of the right word to say it. The video, okay? But, basically, all these roads, okay, all these events, they're all leading down to this event where people are going to get, they're going to have that implantable device in them, man. I'll put it like that. Right. All right, they're going to have AI, implanted into them, man. Basically,
Right.
okay, and it's coming, man. It's coming quick, and we know it's that CHIP, man. Because, hey, that holds what? It has your ID, your medical records, and it's ultimately used for what? Transactions, man.
That's right.
Okay? Because get the next verse. Read the next verse. But it said it calls all, both small and great, meaning your age. All right, rich and poor, doesn't matter your economic status. All right, if you're a bond, doesn't matter if you're in the prison system or you're walking out here freely
Right.
to receive a mark, all right, which that goes into charagma, all right? And that word charagma, the definition of that is basically that cutting of the flesh and you can insert something into it.
Right.
Okay? To receive a mark in his right hand or in his forehead.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark.
Yeah, that word save goes accept. That's what that word means. Save means accept. All right? Except he that have the mark. So you can't buy or sell unless you have that, man.
That's right.
All right? And then and we're seeing the destruction of using physical money. All right? We're seeing it right before our eyes, man. Hey, let's say, like how your diet was saying, man. You're not even using so much your debit card anymore to to make transactions. It's the Apple Pay, the Android Pay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Shit, in your iPhones you got what? It says a wallet.
That's right.
All right. You got this credit card, that credit card.
Right.
All right.
Right.
This debit card, so on and so forth. You don't even have a goddamn real wallet anymore. It's a digital wallet.
That's right.
And that's gonna lead to eventually, hey, that explainable device, man.
That's right.
Okay.
And they already are doing things to condition people's mind to think that turning people or cutting people out of all aspects of society is a plausible punishment for going against what they want you to go against. That nigga Andrew Tate, when they banned him from social media, I was watching the interview, they didn't only ban him from social media, he can't use banks in certain countries no more. In England, he locked out of all the banks. In America, he locked out of all the banks.
They did that in Canada through all those truck drivers and all that. And they froze up all their accounts and anybody who was associated with that, man.
So they don't even they starting to add that into what you think is a just punishment for a criminal. And so a lot of you, and to be honest, you motherfuckers for all that shit anyway. These people are so stupid that they'll rather somebody have to like. And I ain't no criminal or nothing, but if I was going to get sentenced to some shit, you just put me to death, nigga. These motherfuckers that say, oh, well, it's better than putting somebody to death. Shit, he just can't do nothing.
He must be niggas.
Hey, so what you say, some things are worse than death. You know, that's that old saying. Some things are worse than death. That's worse than death, man. Have them not do anything. Let them just sit in a cell and look at a fucking wall all day.
Hey, and that's how you know the Lord is coming back to kill you niggas and preserve you. That's that. Instead of it being something, and a lot of people gonna get put to death. I'm not saying that's not gonna happen, but instead of certain niggas getting put to death, the Lord gonna hit you with some shit like that.
Yeah, shit.
And you'll be through. Yeah.
They know the captivity to the captivity. You know. All right, and, the scriptures talk about that. Some of you people are gonna be sitting in these FEMA camps, getting tortured, suffering both physically, mentally, just completely through, man. And that's your judgment. But what?
I had a definition here of the word acclimate. It says become accustomed to a new climate or new condition.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing to you people right now. They're getting you adjusted, all right, to their new system, which is all digital, man.
That's right.
Okay.
That's why
people look at you weird if you bring out a goddamn dollar bill now, man. They're like, what the hell is that? That's like a relic now, man.
One of my jobs, they don't even take the cash no more, and it's a bar. You gotta steal. These motherfuckers got an ATM in there and don't even take cash.
Exactly. Well, that's why they. Oh man, that's wild. Who pays cash anymore? You know what I'm saying? They scoffed it, man. Like
you're holding up the line.
Yeah. But you go into these these medical buildings, these institutions and stuff like that, and because when you go into the workforce, basically, right? You got a lot of people in the workforce. This is their attitude. Well, just let them do whatever they want because it's just the best thing anyway. way, you know, just go with the flow, you know. Just,
Do I still get
they're
paid?
acclimated, man. You know?
They've been prepping us a long time, man. When they first started putting the chip, remember when they first started putting the chip? Oh my God! See, in the credit card, right? And then, hey man, what about when the credit card came on the scene, man? I mean, a lot of you guys don't even remember that, but when the credit card came on the scene, that was
Y'all had a time without credit card.
Yeah.
But the credit card, when that credit card came on the scene, just think about it, man. Where's the money that's gonna allow for this? This just, they start giving teenagers right out of high school, in college, credit cards, man.
That's a major scam. They go and set up on the campus. I went to a campus, and then you can count. You will all. If you got a nickel every time you see one niggas trying to give you a credit card, man, you'll be rich. Every day, just like how we out here every Saturday, rain, sleet, or snow. Them niggas with them credit cards out there offering motherfuckers free pizzas, offering motherfuckers radios. We got a football for you, 5 hats, all type of gift baskets. Just sign off on this credit card.
And basically, I'm saying they just break. You know, they were breaking this place in half. Right now, they're breaking it. They about to really break this place in half. If that, you know, if not if, but when that thing is rolled out, when that thing starts rolling out, man, you're gonna have division in the streets. You're gonna have nothing but chaos, man. Because just like the scripture says, no one can buy or sell, man. You know, you sedition of men. You're gonna have if you can't buy anything, guess what, man? You're gonna be hungry.
And that's why it's important that the brother said to go into the word cause it, because it's already here.
That's right.
But Esau is about to cause that on the people, man, and the way he's going to do it is with all his little tricks.
The same way he did with the same thing he did with the Vicky. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go ahead and say, get over here and give it over here. I can stop this. He didn't do that. He said, well, look, you want to get into this place? You want to go into this stadium? You want to go into this school? You want to keep your job? That's right. You want to keep this amenity? He said that you're going to have to get the sticky Vicky.
One more some town than any least in the
Well, you know what? Well, first of all, you gotta sit 6. How the fuck you go to the movies? You gotta sit 6 feet apart in the fucking movies, man. That means the whole family is like, hey, Dashike!
So we
Sit your ass down!
We
Hey,
gonna
y'all
go to
shut
the
up!
5 o'clock show. Y'all gonna go to the 9 o'clock show because there ain't enough room in there for everybody.
This 100-seat theater just got turned down into 40 seats now. What the fuck?
But that's what made it so stupid that you're in the airport, you're 6 feet apart, and then you get in the plane and you shoulder to shoulder.
Well, shit, you don't have to have. You didn't have to have your face mask on. Or if you're, as long as you were sitting in a bar and you know drinking.
Right.
Cool.
You remember that meme?
When you're eating a fork,
The sea boat, you're in the sea boat now. You got 10 seconds to get transport the sea boat.
She doesn't do anything to you when you're eating or drinking.
Bro, it's like the silly motherfuckers who walk past us and they're like this. Oh, see us? And then 10 feet away.
Right.
Hey, you gonna go put it on and take it off? Like the apostle was saying, Malcolm was saying it too, a couple years back. You got these motherfuckers in a car. Alright, you got the recirculation button on.
Nobody's in the car.
Nobody's in there. What's
No other cars on the road.
Is that P-Wiki on the goddamn steering wheel, goddammit? Stupid.
Wow.
These motherfuckers had the kids in the school in bands with the mask on, but the mask had a mouthful.
Oh, yeah, just like
And listen, you don't even say that because I play instruments, bro. And I used to play the baritone, the trombone, and the trumpet. I'm a pianist, but they ain't got no piano to play. But guess what? As soon as I take that horn and sing, that's coming right out the exit.
Yep, yes,
Matter of
sir.
fact, and if you ever know how we do, sometimes they'll come out the bell if you don't open up the spit. There's a spot for to let out the saliva that builds up. And if you don't know instruments, we have a trombone, a baritone. Periodically, like when you get a break after the bone, and you get a break in this thing, gets in, open up the little opening so the saliva can come drop out of there. Otherwise, it's gonna come out the bell or the flute or whatever. Right? So you playing into an instrument, that's whatever was in your side of you was coming out. That fucking
Right.
That's one thing though, man. And all these events that you see, it's designed, it's done for a reason, man. Okay? Hey, these things that are happening in Ukraine, all right, that's not by coincidence, all right? You know, these immigrants coming up here, that's not done by coincidence, all right? Hey, the lack of cops out here, that's not done by coincidence.
That's right.
All right? These things were all designed, man. All right? And it's ultimately to do what? To get that implantable device into the people.
That's right.
Because what Esau wants to do is create so much chaos that they're going to have a solution to everything, man. Which is the little thing, man. When you go in, this is the solution. Because we know who you are, we know where you're at, okay? And you're able to, we're able to see if you're, healthy or not, okay? We're able to see how much, food, you bought or we gave you. No one's going to be scamming.
We're going to make sure that you're running the current software.
When it's not going to take long in the kingdom for the heathens to understand how great we are and how happy we are that we in rulership. And Proverbs is not a joke, it's not a lie. We give you the Proverbs. The righteous are rulership. When the righteous are rulership, the people rejoice.
That's right.
But when the wicked are rulership, the people mourn. All you got to do is ever had a teacher who was a really good teacher that made you actually enjoy coming to the fucking class. Let the fucking substitute come in because she out for a week or two. By the time, 2 or 3 days, you like, man, look at this motherfucking bitch. Get the fuck out of here. I had something out of here because he's like, man, I can't wait till the Shabbat come back, the salad come back. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of 2 of my favorite teachers growing up. I remember my first grade teacher, Miss Shabbat, and I remember Miss Allen, and they were cool motherfucking teachers, bro. Fuck Miss Brock, right? Fuck Mr. Kepke or Miss Kepke or what the fuck her name was.
So are we waiting on our teacher to come back?
Hey, we waiting on our teacher.
We
waiting on how about Shimmy?
Waiting on our teacher.
That's right, that's right. Because he's the best teacher. And he'll give you that tough love, but you know what the tough love he gives you is? That corrective tough love. That's right. It's that tough love that builds you up, as I was speaking on earlier. All right? It's that tough love that builds you back up and corrects you and actually puts you. See, what makes a good coach, what makes a good teacher is someone who labors to you do your shit and you fucking up and bumbling and fucking up and shit and teaching you how to navigate even better and better and better. That's that one jiu-jitsu trainee who turns out to end up being a black belt. Right? That's that one who seemed like he was going to be a bum on the basketball court, but end up being an all-star in the league. All right? When you have a good teacher that labors you, by the matter of fact, it was in Second Maccabees. What the mother said to the children about the troublings of education or something. Somebody get that real quick. Second Maccabees 7. But about education, it's a trial on both parts, on the student and on the teacher. You gotta have great patience to teach. That's why Yahweh Bashmel Shai is long suffering. All right, because half the time you're like, man, fuck this motherfucker. All right, I told this motherfucker to run 10 steps up, make a slant to the right. That's the play. Whiskey 109. And I keep on telling you this motherfucker every time he run 5 steps and he busts left. Are you stupid? To the point he said, man, I'm gonna get rid of this nigga. But then the other coach,
motherfucker Johnny had 5 apples. I gave him 3 apples.
Stop saying it again. How many apples you have? 2. Come on, motherfucker. God damn. But that, go ahead, we got it. Second Maccabees 7.
Yeah, it's like
it's where the mom.
it's like
He got it ready. This Second Maccabees 7 and verse 26. It says, when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. But she bound herself toward him, laughing, the poor tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language.
Which is why we gotta always go into the Hebrew.
Oh my son, have pity upon me that bare thee. It's like you have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee such 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up until this age, and endured the troubles of education.
Endured what?
The troubles of education.
The Yahweh Bashmel Shai is enduring the troubles of our education. All right? Look
to see if the car was coming back.
They're not even. They should stop.
Oh, it almost bit it right there.
That nigga got down.
Doing too much.
They won't even stop.
Cold sound.
But I like that scripture because it tells you the troubles of education. If you ever like I have my own softball team where I'm the owner, I'm the coach, I'm the manager. Man, do you know how hard it is to get 15 guys to come week in and week out and pay their dues, be on time and buy into the program? I got 15, 20 extra gray hair just because of them. All right? I'm just being honest with you. Right? You know what I'm saying? All right, see if you get an invite next camp.
We'll try you out eventually.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the same thing though. With the Lord dealing with us. The Lord has been greatly patient with us. That's why we are greatly patient with the men of the Lord. Because, you know, this is rough, man. The Lord said this is not grievous, but this is a battle. That's why the Lord calls it a battle. He said this is a battle, man.
We'll go back almost 2 hours ago, Elder, when we were talking about the irrational behavior of laying on your horn. You laying on your horn and don't even know what you're doing anymore because the juicy juice is in you. They're turning the amps up. You know, you're going from 5G to 6G, and you gonna tell anybody? No, but trust me, I feel it. You get microwaved and don't know.
Why can't I call brothers? I hear multiple brothers, even Apostle Jabbar. One time I was up because I would be up at 4, 5, 6 in the morning a lot easier. After going to bed at 9, like 10 o'clock, like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I just can't sleep some nights. And I'm up and I see bing. I said, oh, Apostle, you know this early? And I pop in and he said, yeah, Shalom Maki. You're doing a lesson, and he just mentioned in passing. He said, yeah, I couldn't sleep, but Spirit jumped on me to do a lesson. I'm like, man, he can't sleep either. All right, but I hear other brothers, and they're doing the same thing. Axarala, the brother be like, he'll call me butt cracking my life, and I'll be mad because I finally got to sleep. And all that. And I don't even get mad. I'm like, okay, it's cool. But a lot of brothers can't sleep. But then I hear the women in the world, you know what I'm saying they can't sleep. That's this 5G, and that's this fucking food.
Like, right? You know, I moved the birds. I've been sleeping a lot better. Just to make sure, you know, there's not as many of the 5G towers out there. The other thing too is even with the lighting. Because out here in Chicago, of course, you know, in the city, you got a lot of lights in general, right? The other thing too is out here in Chicago, they switched up the lights from the fluorescent to LED. And that shit be really fucking with you because in my old spot, they had a light literally right by my in front of my complex, man. And that shit, even though I had the blinds, you know, blocking everything, it was so powerful. It was fucking with me, man. And now that I'm in the burbs, you know, these blind, I can sleep well, man. A lot of people who are in these, you know, big cities, man, they're getting fucked up from all this shit, man. And Esau knows this, man.
Right. That's why they want to give you that CHIP. That CHIP emits radiation. So you think you ain't get rest now? Think about this little constant buzz that's in your and now you might not hear it. Oh, guess what? You don't feel it. Your body feels it, even if you don't feel it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just to show you how dynamic the body is, there's been situations where someone gets shot, and for a period of time, not even know they got shot. Sometimes you can see it, boom, see it, but then sometimes motherfuckers hit and they will keep on doing it. I seen it, you know, and they boom, and they be like, yeah, just like
that Forrest Gump.
You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh shit,
something.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, I got shot. Because sometimes, especially depending on the situation, your adrenaline's up. All right, it might be a lot of commotion where your attention is scattered and where you're not even really paying attention to your own shit. Until where you're like, oh shit, where's this? What is this? Holy shit, I got cut.
Then you look at it and that's just start hurting.
Because when you see it, that's it. When you see it, that's it. All right? Yeah, but was this more than that? Just read it.
Okay.
This is my daughter, family.
Hi.
How you doing?
But anyway, go ahead.
Revelation 16 and 2. I'll start at 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, "Go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath." Verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. All right, the elder, he mentioned about how a lot of people, once they get that, that implantable device, all right, they're going to basically start getting fried, man. All right, and a lot of you people, you're going to have a lot of bruises, a lot of blisters, because your body's going to try to, your body's going to reject it. All right, your body's going to try to get it out of, out of the system, because it's a foreign object. It's something that's deadly, man.
And it emits radiation. It draws off of energy and emits energy and that's not supposed to be in the body. Now I got 2 cats that I bought from PetSmart, and I wanted to get just regular cats so they could be natural and shit. But I was in the middle. I needed the winter, and if you know, beginning of the winter, that couple years back, 4 years ago, you don't know about Chicago and them rats, bro. Once that temperature dips, they come inside. And I've seen it to one girl apartment back in the day, man, where they had like one of the floorboards missing in the floor, and I would see it. I mean, a dozen, like it was a company. It was a fucking.
When I first got into the truth, man, I got played with literally, I felt like this shit was a plague, man.
It was a plague.
This shit was wild, man. I was by train tracks over there by 35th and Western, basically. All right, and one winter somehow they got into the building, and they just started fucking, having sex and multiplying. Man, these motherfuckers were like everywhere, bro. They were literally, it would be in the middle of the fucking daytime, bro, and I would just look, I'd be reading, I'd look up, I was in my bed, I'd look up, and it's on my fucking dresser staring at me, bro. They were getting bold, man. I'm like, this is wild, bro.
Read that again, what you saying?
What you doing in my house? What you like in my house, nigga? That sounds good.
That shit was wild.
Yeah, but I see that shit. And so I went to go get the cats, right? And so I bought 2 cats, and they were already microchipped and they were kittens, right? Over the years, I feel their back and I rub on them. They got sores in their body, and they constantly, pick at it, scratch, do the whole back thing, you know what I'm saying? And then no at it, and pluck at the shit. And when I rub her back, and my boy, the girl got it worse than the boy too. The boy's a little bit bigger, maybe I don't know if that plays into it, or maybe just because a man, you know what I'm saying? But he got him too though. I feel him on his body. As a matter of fact, I might touch one where she just nipped on or whatever, and she's like, hey, why be careful? You know what I'm saying? And that let me know that when the Lord says they're gonna get rid of, right? Yeah. They're gonna get sores. Yeah. That's no joke.
Grievous.
And it's not gonna take no long time, bro.
Grievous sores.
Yes, grievous sores. That you want to scratch, and then the scratch can come over, just like Job. He got them boils where they had to scrape them, and then you don't want no condition like that.
That's right. They showed you that in that movie, Implant. I don't know if you brother saw it.
Implant.
I watched
Imprint, and I'm like, I don't know why he I think I watched the wrong one. I'm gonna double check. Because I'm serious, I watched Imprint, I'm like, I'm getting bored of this shit.
So when they go put the chips in these niggas.
So I'm mad now because you got to take the water, bro. Because I've been laboring trying to finish that video, and I keep falling asleep on that motherfucker. I know.
I ain't gonna say nothing because he was in orders.
Right. And I tried to watch it with one of my little lady friends and shit, and she was like, I don't know how much I can get. I don't know how much I can do. I'm like, no, it's about to get good. It's about to get good. And that motherfucker never got good. You know what I'm saying?
They showed you that in the movie Implant, man. Like, it's in the back though. It's not, the handle before it. But she gets it in the back, and over time throughout the movie, because at first it's like a little bit, she's like, it's bothering me, it's irritating me, and then over time, towards the end of the movie, that shit's like up and down the back.
Y'all telling too much.
Lock it. Especially
That's definitely not the movie I was
There's nothing to do with it.
But point being though, is they show you that in the movie like how literally damages the body, man. You know?
It's funny because I had two pet dogs, pit bulls, and they got in trouble with the city. So the pound came and took them and all this shit, right? And they wanted to trip them. The spirit was on me and said, no, that's all right, you go ahead. I had a whole courtroom of people. I said, oh, there's other people in here. When I walked in the courtroom, I said, oh, there's other people in here for, the same dog shit. All of them were in there for me, for my case. Then I went into the sidebar room, but none of the fucking lawyers are all around the room. But I don't know if you guys remember, but 87th and Western, a pit bull had mauled the jogger, got one of them. And I think it was two of them or something like that. But anyway, my incident was right after that. And that's why they were really, stringent on that, right? But, like I said, the spirit was on me to say, because the judge wanted to chip him. The city wanted to chip him. The only way I can get him back. I said, no.
See now, when they did that with my dog, and I let them chip him, it was like, okay, you can chip him but not clip his balls. You can chip him but not clip him. And that's how I got him back the first time. And he got out again, and then it was like, okay, well, we clipped him, and now he already chipped, now you gotta clip him. And I was like, well, that's your dog. That's not my dog, I don't got no help. Because I mock those motherfucking Edomite fucking dogs, man. The Edomite dogs go downtown, man. Weird. Go around and see these motherfuckers got a motherfucking pinky wiener. All right, and you know what I'm saying? Now you look at a regular ass dog that's got his power. He's got a regular dog penis, man. And you know them when they get hot, they come out there and the whole night sometimes just be hanging. You know what I'm saying? These little fucking they do make them effeminate. They make them soft, they make them docile, and then they get fat. Right? And they get fat and they get all these other fucking no drive, and then they start getting sick. Right?
And see, and a lot of times people won't notice that because all the dogs in the vicinity will be clipped. But like my father got a Rottweiler that's not clipped, and you can't take that nigga around dogs that's clipped at the dog park. You try to kill them.
It's a different spirit, brother.
Yeah, it's the spirit,
My dog, when I would take it to visit my mom before she passed, my sister got two dogs, Penny and Zeke. Both of them, they wouldn't even give my sister the dog unless they snipped them. And I told my sister, don't let them, we gotta go fight them. And she didn't fight it. And so they snipped and clipped them. All right, now you can try to fight them in the city, but you're not gonna win. They said the judge ain't going unless you find you a doctor who's gonna say you got a medical case, and in order to do that, you gotta pay the doctor off. I ain't got that to do that, so I didn't do that. And she did. So I would take my dog sometimes on a trip. And so now ask me how Penny reacted to him and how Zeke reacted to my dog. You know what I'm saying? She knew that my dog had an active penis, even though she was up there sniffing. Right? But she fucked with him, and Zeke was automatically emasculated, and automatically was like, damn, like goddamn. And he would want to fight my dog. But then at the same time, my dog was like, well, I got my balls, let's go. And so he felt like pumped. He literally was pumped to the point my sister was like, man, he don't ever act like this. I'm like, because he know he ain't got something he got. You know what I'm saying? He want what he got, and she want what he got. And that was his, and he can't have it. And he like, that's mine. And now it's the whole dog world fucked up. How you fuck up the whole dog world? Esau.
They really be looking at him like how, if I see a Mohawk in, I want to put that nigga to death, man. That's how them dogs are reacting, man, when these dogs that got his nuts cut off on fire, man. They ready to get, they ready to get that Michael Vick spirit.
I got a quick one. Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. That's right. Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right. With that being said, everything's all messed up, in this society. Good is called evil, evil is called good. That's right. Okay? They'll tell, what do they say? Oh, just fix the dog. How is that fixing an animal, man?
See, that's the mentality of Esau, man. The Lord made everything perfect, but I'm going to fix it.
And the reason why Esau does this, right, is not to control population, right? It's really just like, put it like this, because going back to what you said about the dead coronavirus. They don't want, like we're just using dogs, right? They're there for protection, man. Okay. Now a male, let's say a Rottweiler, a Mastiff, whatever, pit bull. That dog is, strong. Okay, got energy. And if an intruder comes, all right, into your house, that dog will kill that intruder, man. And see, Esau knows he's gonna intrude you very soon, man. Okay, but he wants everything to be bitch made.
That's the existence.
Yep. He wants everything to be bitch made so he can, basically walk all over you.
That's right.
That's why he's evil,
man. And it's also money too. Don't forget about the money part.
Oh yeah, because now we're all the breeders.
If we got 200,000 people in the city, and 100,000 of them got dogs, and I tell you, you got to go chip all your shit. I just made $40 per dog being chipped. And if I got to snip them, I just made another. I could just make me a nice, cool $several $100,000 on making sure you clip and snip your shit. He's all goddamn devil, man.
You gotta shoot them up with all type of
vaccines,
and shots and all this other shit.
The medical procedures ain't cheap, man. Those are, you try to pay out of pocket for your dog to get fixed like a lot of these Edomites and a lot of these women do, man. And that's another thing. Women do it because they can't. It's unnatural for a woman to be handling giant German shepherds and mastiffs and Rottweilers and shit. So these bitches cut the dog's nuts off so that they can easily be handled.
Exactly.
And you see a bitch walking around with a big ass war dog, 9 times out of 10 that dog's nuts are slipping off so that the woman can actually regulate the dog. Because that's like, a woman having a big dog like that is like trying to own a lion. This fucking lion will kill you. It don't matter how much you love this lion, it's a lion. And it's the same thing with the dog. And then dogs, they'll smell a chick on the rag and that shit'll put them in a fervent spirit to kill that bitch.
And then the time that we're living in, where we're progressing into, when these stores down, these seed hip is in full swing and so forth. A lot of these people, they're gonna not be able to take care of their dogs, or they're gonna get killed because they got motherfucker got ran into. You got these dogs that's in the back, loose as fuck. They gonna get out. They're gonna start forming packs, man. That's why Ezekiel, I think the 14th chapter talks about those 4 sword judgments, and one of them is the beast, dogs to tear. Okay, that they're gonna start. And see now, the animal kingdom is in way more order than the so-called humans. Okay. Once those dogs they're gonna see each other, they're gonna have a little rah, 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 rah. Okay, that's the man. All right, you the guy. Okay, what we doing, boss? And it's not gonna take long. A pack of 30 dogs.
Man, imagine walking down the street seriously and you see a pack of 30 dogs. You got a Rottweiler here, a pit bull here, a man. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it before. Anybody that's been to like a if you've been to like a Mexico, Puerto Rico, or Jamaica, places like that, even in Florida and some parts of the South, you'll see that shit, man. These fucking dogs will be 30 or 40 deep, and motherfuckers are getting mauled by dogs right now, man. That shit happens in a lot of places. It's like in these tropical, where it's hot outside areas, where they don't necessarily give a fuck about rounding up all these dogs because it ain't a big city. You know what I'm saying? Waiting outside, you can take your garbage out, 50 niggas pop up. What's up, bro?
and them dogs, you thought they would. You thought Fido was, all, hey man, no, that motherfucker. And I'm telling you, a dog fight is one of the most vicious fights, bro.
Oh yeah.
I know about that. I know about that.
Oh yeah.
That was within a second, man. That shit, man. That was no joke. My finger was literally man. Just through. My finger was done, man. I'm looking, man.
Lord show mercy. Shakari got bit by a dog. He'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I got bit by a dog when I was a young man at church, going into the candy store. They had a candy store at church, and the dog was on the landing, and I didn't see his tail. I was boom, 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 like, oh shit, got me real quick. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess with them damn dogs. Those dogs. And for real, if you learn jiu-jitsu, you learn how to fucking take down a dog. You can choke them out the same way you can choke out people. That prerogative as well.
And when they on the street, they got diseases in their mouth and shit too. So
Rabies.
Just getting bitten. Like, your fucking limbs will right off getting bitten by one of these dogs.
But like Batatula has said, this chick is walking this big ass dog down the street, and you would think to get out the way, this big ass dog got his tail between the legs, looking back and forth like, "Gee, you gonna protect me?"
See, but even then, what's going to happen is the Lord's going to turn the spirit on them dogs.
Yeah.
Okay? Because hunger is a motherfucker.
Yeah, it is.
Hunger is a motherfucker. So when that dog gets hungry, you know what? Have you ever seen a dog hungry? He'll be in the alley doing what? His head to the ground like this. Whatever. Get a pack of the motherfuckers. Get a pack of them. And they see you, it's going to be like, lunch.
And they know when you go to make that move, they like, that's fear.
You can't do that to any animal. The rule of, I don't care if it's a bear, a lion, whatever. If you turn your back and start running, you're afraid you will eat. The instinct of the animal is to kill you. All right. The best thing you need to do is to try to make yourself look tall and be more. Like, look, I'm gonna hurt you because the animal know if they get cut, they might die. Because if they don't, especially how deep the cut goes and where the cut at, they might die. The animals, they have self-preserving instincts too. But if you don't make yourself present yourself too, and you know what you're doing, you running, it's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Yeah, well, if I may, I want to say, you know how we see a person and you can see the fear on him.
Yes.
You know he's scared, but the animals, they can smell it. Yes. They once they look at, they don't see it like we see it, but they smell the fear brings out a certain scent, and animals can smell that fear on you.
Niggas stink.
Yeah, right. They like you say, that big fish, right? Yeah, right.
And they might can see it and smell it.
Yeah, Mike can see it and right.
But the thing is, the dogs and animals, they're more in tune with the spirit than we are. See, the Most High said, Most High speaks once, yea twice, and man perceiveth it not. So the Lord been sitting up here, hey, yo, don't do this, don't do that. And we like, we cool, and the Lord's like, okay, I told you, I warned you. Right. All right? Now, you think the Lord got to sit there and tell the Leviathan, come here? And Leviathan said, well, hold on, Lord, I'll be right back. I'm going to smash this other bitch real quick. Just came in my little pool. I'll be back. No! The animal's going to obey the Lord right away. All right?
Yeah.
He's the rest of him. Come on, man. Shane, get your last precepts.
Proverbs 12 and
we'll end in about 10 minutes.
Proverbs 12 and 10, and it reads, "A righteous man regarded the life of his beasts, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel." And this, you know, like the brothers are going into, man, this damn wicked ass ruler of the earth right now, man. He don't care about his damn self, so he damn sure ain't gonna care about an animal. You know, a poor, innocent, a dumb animal, man. He's gonna clip them. He's gonna neuter, have the female animals neutered. Man, that's all against the laws, man. You don't do no stuff like that to animals, man.
That's right.
You know,
and a short time left.
And they even do it to the humans. You know, this stuff is all it's inhumane.
Yep.
Inhumane to humans and to animals, man. You know, the thing is, a man and a woman is supposed to, you know, grow. How can they grow without having children? They can't grow. That's the growth.
The scriptures talk about that, be fruitful and multiply. And it wasn't just given unto us, you know, as, you know, so-called humans, right? You know, it was actually commandments on all the creatures when you go into that Genesis, man.
Yeah.
You know, see, Esau is all about death. He's to take, get that Revelation 6 and like 4, he's to take peace from the earth. See, he was ordained to do these things. He's not supposed to, he wasn't set up to, you know, have peace on this earth. Right? The earth wasn't, you know, supposed to be in tranquility when this guy was ruling. They're supposed to be in what? Chaos, confusion, you know, destruction, man.
That's right.
It was multiplied in the Maccabees, you know. But Revelation 6 and 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him.
Yep.
That sat thereon, and there's that red again. That's Esau, representing Esau Edom, right?
That's right.
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, right? And man, mission accomplished, man. This place is not a peaceful place, man. The earth was given to the hands of the wicked, man. So anybody that abides in this place, loves this place, have enmity with the Most High. Right?
You're part of the problem.
Yeah, part of the problem.
And you got to be destroyed. All right? If you're down with this, man, you're forwarding wickedness. Ultimately, all right?
See, we keep getting these drive-by shalloms and these traffic. This truth is already done. This is why Esau is speeding it up. It's done. It's already, it went through the four corners. It's growing exponentially. If you don't know what exponential growth is, exponential growth is this one person, he recruits one person to come into his business. He says, okay, look, you go get another one. He goes get another one. Now it's 2 under your business. Those 2 go out and get another one. Now it's 4 under your business. Those 4 go get another one. Now it's 8 under your business. 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Right. And don't let them go get another one. Don't let it be his brother was in there. Oh, then now you get 1. I got 4.
This
one
truth
drip.
keeps multiplying.
You know that the Lord, this truth is growing exponentially. Right? And that's the reason why you can stop this. Like Yahweh Shai said, man, you try to push that the spirit of the Lord, the rocks will cry. Well, go ahead. Let's do that. You were still reading?
Right here.
Oh, you was reading?
Yeah. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given to him a great sword.
That's how we know that's Esau, because he was given that blessing of the sword in Genesis, I think the 27th chapter. Yeah, the 27th chapter. Gabar, did you have the Isaiah though?
This is Isaiah 24 and 5. It says the earth also.
Let's start up above. Or was it 4 maybe?
It says the earth mourneth and fadeth away. Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
Yeah, and look at this earth right now. All right, you go not just through, throughout the city of Chicago. Hey, go to the suburbs. All right, go to the rural areas. You got trees dying left and right. Crops not growing, properly. All right, well, the scripture said it though, man. What's that? Genesis, where it talks about the yield. Yeah. The earth not yielding its full strength. Okay. Hey, Esau's cursed, man. All right, because why? The land is defiled by blood. He doesn't respect the land Sabbath. He uses and abuses everything, That's right. Okay.
It says, the world languishes and fadeth away.
Yep.
The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Yes, this place is defiled, man. All right, because Esau Edom's in rulership. Okay, with him being in rulership, he passes his laws, his ways. Okay, all these people practice these particular things, man. All right, and it's not beneficial. All right, to the earth.
They close this library at 5 o'clock. There's always somebody that comes after the time to try to end. That's so spiritual. What's going to happen here? We out here, week in and week out, opening up this door, opening up the doorway, saying, come in, come on, come on. You know what I'm saying? Also, come in for all the Israelites. So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans.
See,
come
I
get
knew
this
GMS like them beaters.
and
don't let me.
Oh man! The light brights. What? They said Esau and Israel. She made the Most High make them pay for that, right? But it just, I marvel at every week there's somebody who tries to come to the library late. Those who listening on the comment boards, those listening on the YouTubes and so forth. We hear the men of the Lord at Great Millstone. I don't care what camp it is. They talking about Yahweh Shai. Right. You come into this understanding and come into them scriptures and get your ass right. Because when I say the door is closing, we are almost out of here, man. The stock market is not about to bounce back. Right. They're not going to say, you know what? It's not really wise to put the seed hip to the chip in somebody's hand. You know what? We're going to scrap that plan. And you know what? We're going to go back to gold and silver. There's not no returning, man. The Lord said they would have healed Babylon, but Babylon is not healed.
That pipeline is not going to patch itself up.
Oh, but it ain't had no nanobites to go down in the middle of the ocean and start sealing this shit up.
Pipeline.
Little mini welders and shit. And closing that shit up.
You should heard my man on Ball and Adrian Desert. He said, "We're in trouble, folks. America's in trouble, folks.
Hey, man.
No fucking shit. Sherlock.
It's all, folks.
Look at that. Niggas gonna be looking like a motherfucker trying to get Chick-fil-A on Sunday. Motherfuckers be in the car the whole way, fixing their mouth, no homo for some Chick-fil-A. Niggas pull up and the motherfucking lights off, man. Ain't gonna be no Chick-fil-A today, nigga.
Man,
They gonna go berserk, man.
bro, they gonna go drunk, man. These bitches are going to go crazy with their hot country girls, man. When they goddamn it, fucking now layers. When you name your, like the scripture says, they shall lament. Someone get that. Lament for the teats. And that's because that's what they fucking eat. They're definitely not gonna be caring about some goddamn Brussels sprouts.
Right.
I can see a motherfucker like, nah, I don't want the Brussels sprouts.
That's that. We ain't got no food, doctor.
Hey, bro, no. Jake is so wicked, I can perceive this happening. Motherfucker ain't got no food. The motherfucker said, look, all I got is an old can of Brussels sprouts. I don't want that shit.
That's Jake, Joe.
Why you being so healthy?
Ain't nothing else to eat, bitch. You better eat this motherfucking
I said
Brussels.
that in my lessons before, man. I've said, especially for like brothers, which the spirit is already on that. But for brothers in the thing, you accustom your children to eating raw foods, man. No, not no damn raw meat, but eating, grains and foods that you're not gonna get at no damn candy store or no restaurant or nothing. Because I've literally seen not eat a meal because it ain't no damn chicken nugget or some fries or something. And imagine, because I don't know how 100% true it is, but I've heard that you could be dying of hunger, and if the food don't settle right in you, you won't eat it. You'll actually die of hunger because you won't eat that food.
That's right.
So imagine you having something to eat for your child, and your child won't eat it, and your child dies of hunger, man.
That's happening to like my brother's son, right? He doesn't really eat, man. And all he wants is he always wants popsicles, cookies, all that shit. They always give it to him.
That shit is a
Yeah. And what's crazy is, right, what I was talking about with my women and shit, and we're like, man, he's so skinny and all that. It's kind of cool because he's malnourished. And his teeth ended up like, he had some like crazy, like, I don't even know.
What's that right?
Literally, all his teeth rotted out.
That's what happened to my first wife's son.
He had to get like basically veneers, man, and he's fucking just turned 4.
That's fucked up. That happened to my first wife's son. She had a son before we got together. It was like 2 years ago. And I was wondering, how this motherfucker ain't even 3. He's sitting right now. You know what I'm saying? And he had to wait. They didn't get no veneers. They just waited until his drums over to diet to like the family. He had some wife's counseling. Fuck you feeding this, man? He got to eat this, he got to. What you women gonna get it, man?
Right.
I don't even want to talk about you women, man. Cause I don't fuck with you women anymore, man. Women are fucking wicked as fuck. The only man, like Apostle Tara said back in the day, now I really understand he'll jump over an Edomite to get to a wicked ass nigga. Well, I'm jumping over everybody to get to a wicked ass bitch.
That's right.
Y'all fucking are responsible.
Right.
Y'all responsible for these little kids being fucking wicked. And your own wickedness with these children is getting them up to the point where they gotta get veneers at fucking 3 years old.
That nigga got veneers and he recognized as a woman. That shit gay, man.
Yeah, but no, here's the bro. It's the spirit of shit on this shit, right? They just made that statement because my brother, bro. I remember this was years back, like 2 years back. I was having birthday party and shit. My brother was playing with my daughter and stuff, right? And she was like, "No, give me back my toy. That's for girls." And he was like, "Oh no, it's for everybody." Then I told him, I was like, "No, we're teaching them, gender, roles, and this is for girls, this is for boys." And he tells me, "Oh yeah, well we're teaching, for his son, no gender roles and this and that." And I'm like, I looked at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Even my little brother, know, I got a Mo brother. We even looked at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Yeah,
you know?
demons, bro. That's just a fucking demon, bro. You let him drink, brush his teeth, and pop too. These people are crazy, man.
But ultimately, it starts off with him because he's got his balls spiritually clipped, man, because he's worried about the woman, man, you know, getting mad at him.
Yep.
You know? That's what it comes down to, man. Instead of him just laying, you know, the foot down and saying, fuck it, man, fuck you, bitch, you know, fuck this, you know what I'm saying? He's bowing down, man. And this is what happens when you fucking follow the woman, man.
That's right.
That's right. You see my man from Milwaukee that it was on this morning? He shot his woman 14 times in front of 3 little children. Shot her 14 times, and within 6 weeks, she's doing an interview.
Lord gonna kill him.
No, fuck him because he's a bad shot.
The Lord preserved that shit.
Oh man, it's gonna be wicked.
She say fuck 50 Cent. I took 14, motherfucker.
Hey, look, it was a nigga who was capping yesterday.
Man,
the nigga came up to the line.
Check it out.
Any last precepts?
Yeah, I got some.
All right,
I was
we'll
looking
get on
at this
that.
here because
It's funny that we start off cussing out the bitches. We don't end them cussing out the bitches. But I was talking to Elder Malcolm, man, and he was like, man, this bitch has been a problem since the beginning. I said, yeah, but Eve. He said, yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro? The nigga woman is our kryptonite. All right, it's our
Bitches ain't gonna escape this.
Well, guess what? The Most High got a power greater than kryptonite. It's called
Right.
right. All right, his word is right.
like the bus say, shrimply delicious, right?
well, I was going to set it up.
That shit wicked as hell, bro.
Wicked shit.
That shit wicked
What
as
the
hell.
fuck is this, man?
A black bitch came up with that. I know what we should put
PR
on the
man,
side. Bitch, man.
I wasn't hungry till I saw that shit.
That bitch said, oh, I want some shrimp. I'm feeling like shrimp now. That bitch wicked as hell, man.
Red Lobster like a Mickey piggy.
Oh, and hey, speaking of Red Lobster, went there the other day because they do salmon and steaks and stuff there too.
Uh-oh, watch out.
While I go in there, and one Jake man all by himself, big ass plate of shrimp. Look, walk past, looked at me, just had the little guilty face looking on. He don't even know, your ass a motherfucking
That nigga's a faggot.
I almost wanted to say something.
I almost nigga, you a faggot, man.
I almost wanted to say something. You know, we don't be starting no trouble, so I let it go.
All right.
It's like you, man.
That's right. Alright, so go ahead go into what you got,
This Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. It says, rise up, women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters.
That's all use. That's all of use. I even go to the so-called righteous women who don't love the truth. All right, because guess what? They still getting Esau's amenities. When you got a woman who claims to be in the truth or dealing with a man in the truth, she should be the most humble, the most. If your woman ain't doing this when she's walking on, open the door, open the wide. Hi, my lord. And then what can I do for you? Would you like your holy penis right now, my lord? Would you like to be Would you like to be drained, my lord? Would you like a massage, my lord? What can I do for you, my lord? If your woman ain't doing that, she ain't on the level yet.
Shit, definitely talking about your head wrap ass bitches, man.
You wanna know?
Why you bitches with these head wraps?
Come on, man. How you want a real man when you fake as fuck?
Make me throw up in my mouth hearing a bitch say Charlotte, man.
That bitch said it downtown a couple weeks ago. I'm at Ariela's camp, and we teaching, and a Jake woman walks past, tall Jake woman, little gray, you know what I'm saying, but nice and curvy, like I like it. I like climbing trees. And I'm like, she was a little tall. She was my height, a little tall, but she was the curvy, the nice curvy, like hips, but then a thin waist. Like I was like that. And so, and she's like, shalom. I'm like, we all was like,
I don't like
damn. And no. I was like, shalom. I said, now you can't go walk past brothers in shalom and then don't. I said, you married? He said, no. You know what I'm saying? I went over to try to talk to me. She said, how old are you? I said, I'm 40. And she said, you're not 40, you're older than that. I said, look at gray in your hair. He said, but yes, I said, but then I didn't even hear because you pissed me off by that time. Because like, motherfucker, bitch, fuck you. Because if you was gonna say shalom to a man of the Lord, and you ain't got no covering, you know where she should be? Getting the covering. These bitches, you ain't gonna get covered. I lost a woman over this before too, now and made the Most High destroy her ass. You're not going to get to Yahushua without no men, motherfucker.
That's right.
Because no matter how it's set up, if you ain't around no man, the Lord gonna bring a man to you to save you.
That's right.
You are not coming up on your own fucking volition. You're not some righteous, holy, pious woman doing the will and work of the Lord by your goddamn self.
Right.
That's otherwise Isaiah the 4th chapter will be a lie.
I just don't understand what like
Watch out, bro.
everything's all about order, man. Like I don't understand why this is such a big fucking deal to people, man.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? It's like you got order at your job, you got order, you know,
I told him this the other day.
You know what I'm saying? Why is it such a big fucking deal, man?
You bitches do everything that your boss, a motherfucker that don't give a fuck about you and will replace you with another person in a heartbeat without a problem. But when somebody, when you say you think you like him, you think you love him, you want this to be the man in your life, when he tell you to do something, it's a fucking problem. Man, look, bitch say shalom to me, my reply is shalak rayam. Get the fuck out of my face.
Spell throat goat, bitch.
Oh shit. Job 39:17. Because the Most High God has deprived her of wisdom, neither has he imparted to her understanding. She doesn't even understand that she knows, that she needs a covering. She needs a man as a hedge of protection for her, man. A man is going to be a cover from the storm. In the storm from her, man.
So what? Guess what's happening? The storm of Jacob's trouble. All right, and it's going to be a horrible. The Lord said the righteous are going to be taken in Abu, and scarcely saved. He said we gonna be moved in our spirits, man.
That's right.
So we gonna be moved. Now, see, the thing is that we ain't gonna be moved to the point of falling out or anything like that. But he said what's the script say? Just to be quoted, righteous were affrighted or something. Can somebody give affrighted? AFFRIGH. Team affrighted. Because that's gonna pull it up. If this is gonna happen to the men, and these are men of the Lord, all right, then what's gonna happen to you motherfucking simple women, man? Y'all not on no level with the Heavenly Father.
At all.
Y'all not out here risking your life, freedoms to do so week in and week out. Right?
Revelation 11:13 says, at the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted.
The remnant were what?
Affrighted.
The remnant was just the people who gonna be saved. And they were what?
Affrighted.
Affrighted. They were like, oh shit. When we start seeing the power of the Lord, tell me right now that during the time of Egypt, when Moses and when all those plagues were going down, when they were killing, the Lord was putting the hail and putting the darkness and putting the frogs and the blood to water, and then and them cries at night of the Lord slaughtering the firstborn of Esau, Edom. You think Jake was over there in Goshen, up there, you know, doing it and partying and shit? It was the Passover. And what kind of spirit do we have on the Passover to this day? Solemn. Excuse me? Solemn. And one more time? Solemn. Solemn as hell, man. It's not the time when the Lord, matter of fact, liken it to when your mom and dad, if you had a mom and dad, if both of them are not, you gotta say that, because a lot of us grew up with only our moms or only our dads. Most of us only our moms. What happened when you know your sister, you know, your sister, Roberta, goddamn it, got fucked up in school and she's gonna get whipping. You know what I'm saying? You come on, you might have one time saw everybody getting jumped, like your mama busting and said, get your butt out, get you out. And mama said, it's so funny. You didn't come in your car, you get over here too, like, when your mama and and daddy are in the spirit of judgment, pause for a reason. When your mama and daddy in the spirit of judgment, all right, man. When your mom and dad in the spirit of judgment, anytime any other kids come around, guess what's going to happen? They gonna have to be on there. You better have make sure you empty the garbage. You better make sure you have dotted your I's and crossed your T's, because that might mean your ass is on the goddamn check on the block.
That's right.
He getting checked. You know what I'm saying? By his mom and dad, look, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want me to leave, bro? Cause shit. Mom snapping on you, man. I don't want them snapping on me too.
I don't want no smoke. And I'm good, man.
I just remember I might be there on that shit.
She might call my mom cussing about him, and she's like, well, he did the same thing too. And I'm fucked up.
Pulled on the door too.
No, before. Ain't no more smiling. I don't want to see no teeth.
Put the cools out on my car.
All right, did you finish this?
Nah, I had some more now, Isaiah.
Go ahead, and then we're going to wrap it up.
This Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 10. It says, many days and years shall you be troubled.
See, that's a perfect example. Many days and years you're going to be troubled. Not just one little chocolate drop just walk past. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you right now, who was she bigger in out here?
Nobody.
What chance is she going to have with the little mace bucket in her pocket? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we'll eat that mace shit. Because it's gonna clear up in a few. All I do is hold you down and subdue you until that shit clear up.
Especially a man that's enraged, man.
Yes.
That's being driven by his higher son or driven by his testosterone.
By his passion.
You know?
No matter what his passion may be to fuck her, his passion may be to kill her, his passion may be to eat her. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter, because in that day, he might do all the above.
She got a 6-shooter and there's 10 niggas outside.
Exactly. And guess what? Y'all, I was talking to one girl. She was like, "Yeah, I gotta go to the range and go ahead and shit." In my mind, I didn't say shit. I was like, my mind was like, "That range is gonna help me, bitch." Right. Because, bro, in the heat of the moment, some of your best sharpshooters is when on moving targets and moving and doing all kind of shit in all kind of situations. You're not gonna be able to make sure that you're gonna be able to hit your target, right? They trust in guns, they trust in knives, they trust in mace, they trust in 911. All right, all that gonna be done. Go ahead, brother.
It's Isaiah chapter 32. It says, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. It says, verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare. Gird sackcloth upon your loins, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful barns.
So they gonna lament for what? The pizza bucks. They just opened up the joints back. Now the joints over here was before only had chicken and like maybe some sandwiches here or there, mostly chicken. Now these motherfuckers got lobster, these motherfuckers got shrimp, catfish, the whole nine over there. It's like, how about you got lamb chops? Might have to go get that lamb chop. Outside, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? This is what the bitches eat. That's why they can put a crab shack in a motherfucking hood. Because these bitches can't go eat that abominable shit. It's a delicacy. And the prices on there, 20, 30 bucks for a little piece of fucking a roach, a sea roach.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
You go on social media and look at what the women of our nation are doing. They have fun. I'm talking they ain't even live downtown, slung themselves out. All types of wickedness. They're on boats doing all this. But the scriptures say that she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she living, man. The Lord is going to come back and hold everyone accountable for the works that they have done in their bodies.
That's right.
And for the record, brother, they all miserable. And that's Revelation. Someone can get it. Revelation 3. He said, don't you know that you're poor? Yeah, someone get that. We'll get that one. Nobody else has it. See, you could, unless you still want to go back to the careless doors. Okay. Because what they don't understand is the Lord set up order from men to women on down. All right? And if you try to be a woman and go over a man, like the two that just walked past them, what chance in hell they're gonna have against Moses? I said Moses, Shabbat. All right, he's gonna ramp shop on you because it's a spirit in man. We have a spirit of the Lord. We're different creatures. Men and women are not the same creature. Okay, if we're the same creature, we both have tits and hands. All right, we don't. We have tits and that. You know what I'm saying?
So my son is only like a year and a half apart from my daughters, and he's already bigger, faster, stronger. He eat more. You know what I'm saying? So eat too damn much.
And they're already rough. We're tough. We're built that way. We're made up that way.
Some man eat like 4 bananas, man.
All right, let's see. That was Revelation. All right, you got Revelation?
Get the Revelation.
Yeah. I know that's what we got.
Revelation 3:17 reads, because thou sayest, I am rich, and increaseth with goods, and have need of nothing, and knoweth not that thou art wretched, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked.
A man, the scripture says a man at his best state is altogether what? Animal. So, and just because we talk about men being able to dominate a woman, trust me, the Lord said these big mighty men are going to be doing what in these streets and crying and sitting on the ground and perplexed. Hands on legs like a Chameleon woman. And when you see a woman like, I see my sister right now when she was it's going, bro. That's the time we're living in, man. So fuck you wicked ass niggas. Fuck you wicked ass bitches. Fuck you heathen. This is a call to the hope and righteous elect. If you're a hope and righteous elect, you will not be offended with these words.
That's right. That's right.
Right? You will not mock with these words. That's right. Right? You'll sit there and you'll be listening and following and getting yourself in order.
That's right.
Right? What the scripture say? The wise and righteous, they perceive the evil and hide it themselves.
Man perceive the evil and hide it himself.
And that's it. That's the third one. That's the key. That's wisdom right there. The third one went to go try to. The other door didn't open. Why do you think that door opened? See, but no, that's spiritual. Matter of fact, don't make it before. Don't make it personal. Don't make it personal. If she try to go to, it's a little bit too late.
His spirit proved what you just said.
Might as well turn around.
His reaction was like
3, 2,
you didn't see that one other car that in the parking lot. Come on. But that's the spirit. That's the fourth one. That's the fourth person. Try to come on there and they close. That's indicative of what's happening right now with the spirit. That's why the Lord is making a symbol to you. That's why we watch. We watch how the spirit moves.
She ran too.
Right, and ran too late. But that's what they're going to have. Wait a minute. The Noah scoffers run up to the ark. That's why the Lord had to seal it. All right, the Lord had to seal that ark because Noah might have had that tender, tender loving care, mercy. I'm like, oh, is that Roro? Yeah. I mean, okay, Lord, forgive me. I'm gonna let Roro. Roro was cool. He did. He was the only one who really wasn't scoffing me, even though he scoffed until he come in. But he brought me lunch and dinner a couple times. Hey, Roro, come on.
Yeah,
Proverbs 1:29. It says, "For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they would none of my reproofs, like they would none of my counsel."
He didn't listen. He didn't believe the day they say it was close, but he still walked over to the boys, and all four of them made 8 of them. He just made it 8, and that's Noah. That was 8. We got an ark. You know what I'm saying? The 8 didn't get on.
And 8 stands for, I believe it stands for victory.
Hey, that guy, he passed by here first.
Yeah.
I know I saw him.
This Proverbs 1:29, "For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own ways and be filled with their own devices." See, the Lord is calling out to our people. It says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Hey, we, the Israelite man as well as our women, got to come to repentance, right? But hey, the Lord's hand is stretched out now, but hey, so regard.
Don't think you don't get that stretched out and twisted. Yes, there's 2 sides of me that your hand stretched out. I can help your ass out with the stretched out hand. I can smack you down with the stretched out hand. Lord's been jacking. He said, well, why would Jake be stricken anymore? You revolt more and more. The more Moses been whipping our ass, the more we revolt. guess what? He's still whooping your ass. I was thinking about a particular female in my life and how wicked she's been, and asking the Lord to put judgments, you know. And since she's been acting wicked, the Lord's been putting judgments. But see, she ain't changed, and he hasn't changed the whole situation. So sometimes you be like, man, Lord, get her. And then if you really look, the Lord's like, I haven't. I fucked up here, I fucked up here, I fucked up there. She wants the ultimate. All right? The Lord is jacking up Jake, man. You have a hard time sleeping at night, you get afflictions in your body. You know, you can tell me about your hip on the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, join the club. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My back. All right, you know what I'm saying? We go through these afflictions. You think the Lord's afflicting us and not afflicting them?
Right.
That's the reason why they going out there to go into the hot girl fry, what do you call it, hot girl summer? You know what they're doing that? Because they're empty inside.
Yes, sir.
They want something. They want that piece of cream. They want that perfect man. They want that 6 figures, 6 plus.
They want to be with the white man.
Right.
That's why they got their hair polished.
That's it. Right. They want the 6 figures. They want the 6+ inch dick, and they want the 6 foot man taller than 6 foot man. I saw a little girl. I said like, I want a tall man with hair like this. Such about the bam. These bitches got their fantasies. They looking for their fucking fantasies, man. That's not reality, man. And so that's why they're fucking miserable. And that's why they jump from man to man to man. Hoping, is this in him? No. Is it in him? No. Is it in him? No. By the time they went to 1 or 2 men, they already got their mind fucked. That's why you have to follow the scriptures. You got to follow the law, statute, commandments of this Bible. You got to come back to your heritage and your culture. We are the biblical Israelites by blood. We are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Most High is about to come get us real soon. If you're so-called Negro, so-called Latino, so-called Native American, we are God's children. Not these other goddamn heathens. And the Most High is about to destroy all of them for what he's done to us. And those who don't believe it, the Most High gonna get your ass too. Rap. So with that, we're going to say all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles out in New York, a great millstone at GMS. All right? We've been teaching and preaching and fussing and cussing for 20, 30, 40 plus years.
That's right.
All right? And honors to all the Akim going around, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Yahushua, putting their lives on the line, and week in, week out to do so, man. All right? And hey, shalom to the righteous women. A very, very minute few of you. All three.
Very few sisters as murder.
Yeah, all 3 of you.
And just don't say shalom back. Just keep quiet.
That's right. Just shut the fuck up and leave us alone. Goddamn it, let you gotta be humble. Goddamn it. And shalom to the children, man, of the hopeful righteous elect.
Right.
The Lord's gonna save you all too.
That's
and
right.
We're gonna say shalom and abad b'val.
Abad b'val. Well, the library's closed, but